In a rock-solid field, Reid Carruthers has proven again he's among the top teams here at the Keystone Center. He got it.
Reach on, boy.
Boy, he did really well. Sitting second in the Canadian team standings, Carruthers continued his solid season here in Brandon with a record of 4-2, good enough to set him up for a semi-final berth. But standing in his way from a trip to the final, John Epping of Toronto, the 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup. It is the most wonderful time of the year, holidays, here in Brandon at this year's Canada Cup. This afternoon it was the women's semi-final. It actually started in the morning with a women's tiebreaker. Carrie Anderson of Winnipeg, a winner over Val Sweeting. Then she got on the ice against Rachel Homan, the two-time Canadian champion. Homan stole 3 and 4 and then bangs out a 3 here as Homan goes on to the win and now sets herself up to defend her championship against Jennifer Jones. We'll have that for you Sunday at 2:30 Eastern Time. On the men's side, it was tiebreaker number 2, but let's tell you about number 1 first. And Steve Laycock taking care of the gold medal winner Brad Jacobs and then moving on to play John Epping, and well, he had nothing left against Epping, but Epping really did and had some wonderful shots. That one as he came in, and then watch this one as he angles back that stone in the 8-foot to get the shot rock and split them around to add more to his total. Epping loves the upweight circus kind of shot, and we'll expect to see more of that tonight. And so now we are into the final. Reid Carruthers from Winnipeg will play John Epping in the men's semi, the winner to go on to tomorrow night's final of the Canada Cup against Team Gushue. As on this Saturday night, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to the Keystone Center. Cheryl Russ alongside. I tell you what, the way John Epping started, he could be furniture shopping. Start the car, because I didn't expect to see him.
Somebody after that 0-3 start had to be checking flights to see if they get out of here early, and they've really won 4 sudden death games to get to this point, so they're used to this type of pressure cooker, which will help them in this game for sure against Carruthers. 2 more highlight shots by Johnny. He's been doing it all week, all year, but I really think they are the best team in the country that hasn't made it to a Brier yet. They're this close, Victor, this close.
Reid Carruthers, he hasn't played since yesterday afternoon. They have put in a lot of hard work during the off-season, getting ready for this and a possible trial spot, and it's paying off.
It is. Games like these especially, they're won long before you step out into the ice. They're won with all the weeks and the months of the preparation that you've done, all the hard work and the aspects that you've worked on. That gives you the confidence to know that nothing out there will break down under pressure, and that confidence will put a win in the win column.
When we come back, it is the semi-final of the men's side of the Canada Cup from Brandon.
I definitely think we've earned the respect from our peers.
Good end, boys.
And good end indeed.
You know, we have a really good record against some of the best teams in the world. We know we're going to have to play really well, especially to get the victory here. For us, you know, even just getting to the trials, it's one thing that I'm looking forward to, but I'm also very nervous for, because I know I'm going to have to be like probably the best performance I've ever put on to try to win.
The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years.
Well, one of these two teams will play for that spot in Ottawa against Team Gushue tomorrow. Who will it be? Carruthers or Epping? It's time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi there, I'm Skip Reid Carruthers. My lead is Colin Hodgson. My second is Derek Samadolski. My third is Braden Muskowey. And we curl out of the West St. Paul Curling Club in West St. Paul, Manitoba.
Hi, I'm Skip John Epping.
Our lead is Tim March, our second is Patrick Jansen, and our third is Matt Cam, and we curl out of the Leaside Curling Club in Toronto.
Reid Carruthers finished with a record of 4-2, and so he gets both the last rock and the choice of stones. He selected to play the red. John Epping will play the yellow, and to get us underway on this men's semifinal Saturday night from Brandon, this is the Epping lead, Tim March.
Just came off this sheet and just watched the draw weight a little bit. We noticed it wasn't as fast as it had been in the morning games and yesterday. Probably getting 14 to the tee and a little bit heavier out in the wings.
Yeah, it's hard to see that on television, but you know, that 4 feet, 5 feet slower to this caliber of athlete when they're trying to be that precise, it's huge if you don't pick up on it.
Colin's had a great event. You know, that's one of the players that I've noticed over a few years that has worked very hard at the sweeping, his game specifically, and it shows in his numbers. And that's kind of been the key, I think, out here is your front end, getting a good jump on the opposition, not sliding deep, setting those first stones up.
Now, it'll be interesting to see how Reid Carruthers approaches this, Russ, and talking with their coach, Dan Carey. Reid said, well, why don't we go right after them? And Dan was saying, you know what, that's what he wants. He loves all those rocks in play. So they're going to take maybe a little bit more cautious approach here, depending on how it plays out, of course. But he says maybe we'll take 1 or 2 and just see how it goes.
I think Danny's right on that one. John just loves it. He just wants them in play every end. I wouldn't call it impatient. It's just the style he's played. He played with my buddy Peter Corner, who has played an aggressive style. He played against Glenn Howard all those years, who played aggressively. He watched the Wernicks in Ontario. So it's
pretty big.
You could, if you run it up and down for a couple, and sometimes people get impatient, make mistakes.
Go ahead, Braden. Go ahead. Go ahead. Anything, Derek. Anything.
Well, let's take a look at the keys to the game. We'll start with John Epping.
Pretty big, too.
Well, basically, Matt Cam is what worries me a little bit. He's played well, but not nearly as well as Braden Muscowie, his counterpart here. So it's get off the mat for Matt. He's missed a few draws the wrong way, and shrink that scoring area, because if you look at the stats, Reid Carruthers has given up 7 steals. That's a lot. So get a lot of rocks in play without hammer for Epping. You might create an error.
Hack, just hack.
Yep. Whoa.
Hair quiet a hack.
Whoa. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Solid hack. Solid hack.
Whoa.
Well, as mentioned, they started with 3 straight losses and then have put it together to get themselves into the semi-final. John Epping, as we say good evening, Brian Mudrick.
Hey, Vic, thank you. It's hard to believe, but John Epping is just 2 wins away from an Olympic trial spot in Ottawa next year. He started 0-3, and after that start, the skip himself called a meeting and talked to his guys and said, guys, listen, something has to change here. He wasn't happy with the team's mechanics or what they were doing technically, and he said, we're out to lunch here. We're off the map. We got to get it back. He said, let's stop focusing on making the big shot or the big draw, and let's focus on the little things that got us here in the first place. Obviously, the schedule is compact. There's a lot of games. There's a lot of time to practice. They've obviously settled down. They're playing great. And to Russ's point, he said that one of the things he learned the most from was a guy named Wayne Madaw. When he played with Wayne, it gave him that inspiration to learn a lot and to feel he could be an Olympian someday.
Okay. How many times have we seen that over the course of following this game, going to different schools, whether it be the Howard School or it be the Stoughton School, whether it be Kevin Martin's School of Curling, that the number of players that have been turned out by legendary skips.
Same weight.
No,
Hair
no.
less. It's a hair less.
No, no. No, Matt.
Needs to curl in a hurry here. Not a lot of weight to bump this far enough.
Hard, Matt. Yep.
Hey, bud.
Okay.
Draw around the guard, boys.
For Reid Carruthers, his keys to the game.
Well, it's going to be a lot about the second and third. Derek and Braden, they're playing great. They've got a 7% jump on the opposition, so they're the strength, and they can leave the skipper some breathing room. And then it's been, don't leave John Epping those highlight shots. It's been reel after reel from last year to this year, so keep an eye open for those shots. Don't leave them for him, because I think it really pumps him up and his team.
Pretty hard. I had a little light, so.
Line's good. T-line's good too. Where do you want it?
I think it's heavy.
Okay, foot above the tee.
It's pretty good. Weight's good. We're definitely there, though. Pull it clean, clean.
Right here, guys.
T-line.
It's pretty good.
Just above.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, line, yeah, line. Running out of rings a bit. Yep.
Just even.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes, go.
Good.
I want him to hit that one. Good.
To sit the 2 with last rock. Okay, why did he want, or does he want, Reid Carruthers, John Epping to hit that one? Although it looks like he's going to play the other one.
There's more room to separate the 2 stones, Vic. If this one's removed, there's one 3 feet away from the center line, so when you split the house, there's not as much separation. If he hits the other one, you can roll wider and have it like 4 or 5 feet away from the center line, so you have much more separate. The longer they can keep these 2 apart, the less chance Epping ever has of making a double.
Whoa.
Former Ontario Junior Champion Matt Cam. And he will hang it right on the edge of the 12.
Nose, you're in.
Okay. Don't be cute.
Maybe just a touch of a roll. I think you just throw normal. His didn't do much.
Yeah, okay. Normal middle of rock.
Yeah.
Got to be careful with these. Usually these are going to curl a little more than normal because of the fresh pebble. Yes, Team Epping shot didn't curl, but he threw a lot more weight than normal.
Yep.
Hard.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa.
This is a rematch for Muscowie and Cam of their 2011 Canadian Junior Final.
No roll.
Muscowie beating Cam.
Job, Braden.
Well, Braden's a player that you've watched over a few years, and it's not just been his shot-making ability that's improved, but just how he works with Reid. I listened to him in the house with Reid. He's so positive and just has that ability to get a lot out of your players.
You backed it up, and then as soon as we got off, it just came.
Really good throw. Good sweep.
Starting to group the Reds a little closer already.
Hard, Pat.
Pat Jansen. And they're going to lose it. Couldn't hold it for him.
Sorry, guys.
You wanted to miss that thick and roll closer, make Braden roll away from the red. Now he can draw it to a decent position a lot farther away.
Okay.
Solid.
Never.
Stay close.
Stay close, guys. Stay close.
Once it starts to curl.
Keep it going, guys. Gotta go.
You don't want to waste this chance. What a carry. Wow.
Curl either, boys.
Shot.
What a carry. Derek Semmelgalski, Colin Hodgson.
Way heavier on that side for sure.
Really stared at that one too long.
It caught them off. I was running that center line for a bit, and then all of a sudden when it started to curl, the weight came right off.
Sliding, guys. Keep it going, guys. Gotta go.
Wow, did that
Okay, didn't need to curl.
Yeah, Tony.
And Epping will make the roll over to group the stones. How nice is that?
Very.
Hitting machine.
Keep a little higher. Sure. Okay, and give me right there at the intern.
Okay, throw it good, buddy.
Let's not be careful with this one.
Is that turning?
Have to be careful with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't look very good, did it, for John Epping? 3 right out of the gate, and then beats Guju with Mark Nichols skipping, Steve Laycock, Brad Jacobs, and then he beat Laycock again. Jacobs was the team that really collapsed down the stretch, the gold medal winner. He had a chance to put himself in yesterday twice and avoid any kind of tiebreaker, and he lost 2, and then he lost the first tiebreaker this morning.
Normal. Whoa, whoa, no, whoa, no, whoa.
And the other story, of course, is Kevin Cooey, the reigning Canadian and men's world champion, didn't make the cut at all.
Okay, fine, Reid.
Trying to keep it tight to it.
That's fine. Blank's fine.
For Carruthers, a little bit more spaced out. You like that kind of round robin. And then beat Brad Jacobs again to get himself into the second spot, free and clear, with Team Guju first overall.
Can see why John Epping's first shot was so good by sitting beside Carruthers, because Reid made a mistake and leaves this double for John.
Tim Arch, bang, bang, get out, you bet.
Yeah.
Great shooting, buddy.
Good. Take your time.
Okay.
Great throw, bud.
Thanks, man.
Looked like it took a little move, eh?
Yeah.
It's interesting about the Epping team because similar position last year. They came through a tiebreaker. They beat Pat Simmons. And to their coach, Jim Wilson's mind, they were like deer in headlights. This year, though, with the work they've put in, they think they deserve to be here. They have a belief, what you've often talked about. Teams need to believe, and they have that belief.
Yeah, you have to prove it to yourself after, right? Really, you have to. You just go out there and you know, you might lose to a top team 2 or 3 times until you go, wait a minute, I've got a chance here, and that's half the battle.
It was set up for a possible deuce, but a great hit and roll with his first by John Epping. We blanked it. John Morris. Final stone. Thiessen. All the way. Thiessen. Got it made. He's good. Through the hole. All the way. Touch it. For the win. It was a great finish. Came down to the last shot. Half point. Remarkable. And this year's World Financial Group Continental Cup goes in Las Vegas, January 15, 12 to 15. Curling.ca/tickets if you want to join us. And a spot in that Continental Cup will also go to the winning team this year's Canada Cup. So lots to play for, as well as that coveted spot in the curling trials a year from now in Ottawa. Prize money, Continental Cup, curling trials, and points that go towards qualification as well. The only men's spot taken so far, of course, Kevin Cooey as the Canadian and world champion. So one of the 3 teams remaining will earn that spot in Ottawa. After the blank in the first, Reid Carruthers out of the West St. Paul Curling Club. Greater Winnipeg will have the last rock again, playing the Redstone.
Good, Dan. Line's good. Easy. Easy. Sure. Line's good. Easy beat.
John Epping's perfect hit and roll, 7 feet, rolls over beside Reid's first one, set that all up, and dodged a bullet there. Looked like a deuce all the way through.
Heavy.
No.
Oh. Okay.
You get to the nose? I have about 3/4 of it, so you can get to the nose with hack. Just not great. Like if we roll, yeah.
All the top teams
I
are
think
so
it's
good
tough
at this now.
to make the double and stay.
Try to
think
get
so,
to the
Johnny.
inside.
Okay, let's throw just hack and get to the nose.
Okay.
Okay, Patty. Saw the same spot in the first.
This is running pretty close now.
This is going to be right up here.
Good communication. That's been what we've noticed this entire week is just talking the paths, how many rocks have been down. Makes a big difference, especially early in this game.
Pat Jansen returns to the team after missing some time after breaking a cheekbone and smashing it badly, actually, during a clinic.
Whoa! Tim. Hard,
He
Tim.
fell. They had to put a plate and a couple of screws
Go,
in
John,
his
go.
Hard,
right
hard,
cheek.
hard, 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 hard.
It's good.
Throw.
If you can, you just throw it.
Probably do this.
Can you kill both yellows or no?
Can't see. I can only see a quarter.
Yeah,
Well, you got to hit less than a quarter.
if you do this one's nutting, I think.
Okay,
I was
whatever
thinking you just do this,
Yeah, it's
bring
good.
it to here,
Sure.
push that out.
Good throw.
I'm
with
thinking
bump.
you throw like solid bumper.
Yeah, I like that. Speed's good here, Derek.
Needs to, this rock that was just thrown needs to carry him off the top yellow and redirect it away from Reid's shot rock.
Bump. Solid.
Try to save the
Yep.
shooter here.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa!
Almost easy here.
whoa. Curl, curl. Gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Sit aside.
Okay.
Better. Heavy. Straight down there, too.
Freezing that red was cold.
Yeah, a little heavy.
Weight was close.
It's a little heavy. Probably ended up easy.
I was trying to throw solid bumper, so.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try and stay here.
Okay.
Sada, I guess you could play this.
How thin's that double on the top there?
This one?
Yeah.
Little thinner than a quarter.
Okay.
Want to go into here?
Yeah.
You like that, Pat? Was that your first song?
That's what I was thinking. That's what
So
I thought.
it was mine too.
That's what I thought you'd call.
Yeah.
That's what we talked about in the keys for John Epping. Because Reid's given up 7 steals because he's very aggressive when he has hammer. This is a good situation. Freeze one in there, and Reid's going to try to bounce him around to set up that deuce, and he can get himself into trouble. I like this call. You could just hit it.
Not close. Yeah. Yeah.
Still early enough that this is worth
Weight close. Top.
taking on.
Gonna have to go, I think.
Go then.
Go, that line's good.
Tim March on the left.
Hard then.
Matt Cam on the right.
Gotta be right to it.
Go, boys. You got a good one.
Come on, go.
Boy, this is
All right, boys. Go, go, go.
a struggle
Gotta
for
be right
them
to it,
now.
guys.
Trying to
be right
drag
to
this
it.
as
Go,
far
go,
as
go,
they
Timmy,
can.
come on.
Put it
Come on,
right
push.
down there. What a beautiful brush.
Good throw.
How did that go that far?
Out of his hand the whole way down.
Still get 2 more of those.
Wow, these guys will be
All right, boys.
tripping over their tongues if they have
Gotta
to
be
do
right to
that
it.
much more.
Gotta be right to it. Go, 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 Timmy. Come on.
Every
Come on.
ounce
Look at
they
that,
can.
Tim March, right to it.
Sweeps in.
Yeah, then it's up. Oh shit, am I sliding tight?
Yes!
Yeah,
Hard!
Derek Samogalski thinks that
Hard!
he came out a little tight.
Okay.
Sorry guys, just literally tight there.
He's coming out with such speed, there's no way to adjust.
Really tight there.
Now it's interesting. That's one of the things that Dan Carey thought. There is Dan, former Canadian champion, is that where they've improved themselves, Cheryl, is that in the past, when the pressure was on, their mechanics would break down. He really believes that the team now, and in fact he saw it early in the season, but he thinks at this particular time, they've gotten to the point where the habits are so good that if the pressure and that collar starts to tighten, that they'll be able to maintain their form.
Well, and that's what you do see, and that's why you prepare and work and train so hard so that you do know you don't have to think about it when you are under pressure. And just even playing all year in higher pressure games and in finals, you start to learn what happens and what your tendencies are under pressure. So a key thing for this team.
Lock it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Just
Whoa.
nothing.
Shot.
Ah, boy, Matty.
Shot, Matty.
Your turn.
Talk about pressure.
That looked like 4 feet less than you. Yeah, run it back.
The only other thing would be hit and roll this thing.
Yeah, you're killing this.
Okay, it's not good then.
No.
Run it, try and...
You got to run it this way.
Yeah. Okay.
You might get this moving.
Okay.
It should touch the 4 first, so.
Okay.
Toss your bud.
Right on millimeter high, eh?
Yeah, millimeter high out turn. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Reid Muscowie.
Whoa, whoa, gotta roll the red, guys. Gotta roll the red. Gotta roll the red. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
That red could be a problem for Reid.
Okay, B.
You can visualize a draw coming to the button. It'd be right through that red one.
4, 15.
Yeah. Either way, man. Throw the difference.
15 to 20. Just throw the difference.
I don't think Reid can guard it either at this point. You can hit the red one, you can play the double raise, and you can probably chip your side yellow sideways and take that red one out.
I felt halfway.
Just past half.
Weight felt good.
Halfway.
It's going to should curl here now. It's going to over curl, I think.
It's tight.
Okay.
Line's going to be fine.
Well,
It's not
Line's going to be good.
well,
not
Just
quite
past
right.
half.
well. Yep. Hard. Whoa.
Come on, Maddie. Judging.
John Epping's got that. John Epping's got that. John Epping's got that. He's got 3 ways to get that red one out. So Reid really has to blast him around, and it's hard to do that with a guard up there already. So Reid needs one here.
Whoa!
Just a little dust. Run it back and bang, and away it goes. Still leaves Epping with 2 in the rings, but it's wide open now.
Very good, bud.
Yeah, it looks a lot better than it did.
Well, the shooter just stayed out in front, so my mistake. I didn't see that, but it's half open.
And it's a red one. It's a Carruthers rock, which makes it a little bit easier next time.
I'm not exaggerating.
The other Epping stone is under cover, 8 foot.
Just a foot or two short of draw the button.
That was a huge shot.
Yeah, not quite there yet.
You miss that by another inch. The red one stays pretty close to there, and then you loop another one around, and it's going to take Carruthers 2 tries at least to get in there.
It's not that like 10 that we've seen. It's like the 7.
Just past the red.
This spot's got to be getting pretty fast. They polished it up pretty hard here.
The guard was 16 and a half, so we're probably talking a 15.
Wow.
Line's going to be fine.
Tight.
Where are you?
Really tight.
Might be
Almost in.
Whoa, then.
Top 12.
No, then.
Line's fine.
It's a little wider, so it should slow down.
Leave it short if you can.
Whoa, line's
Right
great.
here. Line's
Coming
right.
down. Still
try.
top 12.
Whoa, just let it stop.
Just
Whoa.
short. Top 12.
Let it stop. Let it stop. It's a great shot.
Come on, Johnny.
So, John.
Good, John.
Spot.
Sorry, guys.
That's the
Now, you
best
often
part.
hear us talk about the points that the teams play for. Throughout the season, all the Bonspiels and all the events they play are given a point value based on strength of field. And so far in this Bonspiel season, you can see that Team Guju is up on top, leading Reid Carruthers in second. Now, he got off to a slow start, but in the last 5, he's qualified 4 times, and he won in Portage. So these points are very valuable when it comes to qualification also for the trials in Ottawa.
No.
How's that?
Yeah, I think his win percentage for Reid's first 3 events was 47%, and his last 5 was 68, and they ended up 3rd on the money list. So had a really good. They're peaking at the right time.
Okay, bro. Toss your butt.
You know the spots, 3rd try in a row.
In. Close. Whoa.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Whoa. Yes.
Great shot.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, man.
Runs it back, gets 2.
Good shot, Reid.
And again, sitting second shot on the edge of the 12. Watch where this ends up. It just hangs on the 12. Shot stone remains Epping behind that corner.
That's why John didn't want his guard in the rings, but what a brilliant shot that is.
You just don't want to over curl the hole.
I'm with you.
John said the right thing here. This you put this similar
Top of
distance
the button's not bad either.
to the tee line as that yellow, but it over curls. There's going to be a double for 3. So you have to keep this on the right-hand half of that center line.
They were taking a look at one point to see if there was an in-off from that yellow one, but I don't think they can see enough of it. So don't have to worry too much about where they put this. Top button would be perfect.
Line's going to be good.
Weight's good. Top E right now. Weight's good.
Gotta wait.
Right behind it. It's a little wider than his last one.
Line's good.
No, line's good.
Weight's good.
Easy.
Right here, Tim. Line's real good.
Losing its handle.
Oh,
It's okay. You're okay.
Line's fine.
Whoa, whoa.
Ooh, let it stop. No, whoa. Shot.
Spot, John.
And in behind,
Sorry, guys. I had soft handle.
leaves a corner, but
Nice
6
hit,
to do.
Thanks.
The
Soft
2.
handle.
No, that's fine. It's nice and gradual there, anyways.
Probably play almost back line.
Yeah, I agree.
So you just trust that, you know, he's taking more ice and we can get this. I think so.
An inch more? Or you like that?
Yeah, I think there.
I like that. I think you're 15. Nice positive throw.
Yeah.
John Epping saying that he
I think we're trying to chip off. Yeah.
may have thrown a little bit of a soft handle and just didn't get the finish. Arena ice, typically.
It's so quick here that John's sliding out a little slower to get to the hog line, and then you tend to have a slower spin on the rock, a slower release, and a lot of guys are guilty of that. It's tough.
Toss your bud.
Full speed.
It can cause you problems because it'll change your speed of your rock because you don't have as much spin on it. Is Reid trying to come right through the port here? Is he tapping that? Because that's a ton of ice to tap it.
Well, he said a 15, which would be just a straight draw.
Straight draw. That's not a big port there.
No.
Talk to me.
I like it.
Talk to me. Top back 4. 5.
Scowie saying, talk to me, guys. Let me know where it is.
It's really good.
Yep.
7.
Back 8.
Samagalski.
Yep.
I think it's close.
Hodgson.
Little rub. Little rub.
Maybe you got to take something off it. Take something off it. Rub, roll. Yes, that's the call.
Great shot, Reid.
T-line, 4 foot.
Good patience on that. Good job, Reid. Way to get us out of
Quick
that.
down there, eh? Just as quick over there.
Rachel Holman enter first. 1, 2, 3, touch them all, and she's gonna go and take it in, ladies. Take it in, take it down for the win, and a first Canada Cup for Rachel Holman. Just touch it back, move it far enough, little more, and yes, enough. 2, Manitoba. A Scottish championship for Manitoba. Yes, it is a battle of Canadian champions. Gold medal winner, of course, Jennifer Jones, and we'll have it for you Sunday afternoon at 2:30 Eastern Time to win the Canada Cup. Rachel Holman trying to defend. What it means as well is that this year's and this event's women's spot at the curling trials in Ottawa will not be decided here since they are both already in. That spot will go to the points leader at the end of this current season next May. As we welcome you back on this Saturday night. Pete Carruthers and his team picking up that single in the second. Lovely rub and roll. Great plan B call. So for the first time in the game, John Epping will have the last rock. He has the hammer. Here in 3, playing the Yellowstone.
Keep it sliding. Keep it going. Go, 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 go.
Good, good. Nice. Good
I
spot.
think that was just a really good example of communication. You got to thank Derek and Colin for you're getting the most out of a shot, and they communicated there was a little hot, and the caller said, "Hey, let's play the rub," and you get a perfect shot.
Had to be perfect, didn't it?
I think that'll be the difference out here. You're not going to make them all 100%,
There right now,
but it's
John.
just trying to communicate and see that you can get the most out of every shot.
Okay. You're okay if the weight's good. Can't bounce on this
Can't
line.
bounce, guys.
Can't bounce on this line, but it's pad if anything.
So,
it looks
unlike the men who will
looks
decide
like it's bouncing.
a team for the trials of the 3 remaining, the women's side will not. And we can just graphically show you. Rachel Homan, defending champion, got a spot. Last year's spot goes to Jennifer Jones based on her 1 season of points after Chelsea Carey failed to win a medal. Now we are in the 16 Canada Cup. It's Rachel Homan against Jennifer Jones. They can't win 2 spots, so this spot will go to the points leader at the end of May. That's why you see all those points, and teams now will be looking for events to play right up until May, trying to build up the bank.
Well, it makes their provincial so important. You get points there, you can get to the Canadians, and you get into playoffs and a bunch more points there. Critical year.
Pass will run really good for you.
Yeah, boys.
Yeah.
Couple brilliant runbacks for Team Carruthers. Last end to bail out. Can Epping do it?
Whoa! No! Not a boy. Oh, jeez. Sorry, Pa, that's my fault.
I thought they had that.
Now they've guarded it.
Johnny got a little.
So, if it ended at the moment, Allison Flaxey would get that spot because of her total at the moment. But we don't know what it's going to be at the end of May. It may change.
Trust that ice, it should get there.
Okay.
Two-thirds.
More than that.
I had like, not at all. I had like
Line's
2.
good.
Want to go for weight?
Hey,
Just
line's
2.
good.
Like
Yeah,
beside
line.
it?
Line's
Yeah,
good.
line.
Just 3. You can get 3.
Yeah, line.
Hard, boys. Hard.
Yeah, line.
Hard, Hodge. Line's really good.
Get it past the yellow.
Hard.
Go.
Hard, bud.
Keep it going. Keep it
Hard.
going. Keep it going.
Hard.
Yep,
Hard.
yep. Right up, right up, right up, right up.
Good.
Okay, nice, Derek. 2 good shots, bud.
A little better slide.
Two-thirds.
He slid off the map coming in the other direction.
It's good they can laugh about it.
Yep.
You got too much.
Pretty thin double to run it back into the pile.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Pat Jansen.
Oh, boy.
Nice shot.
Shot.
Nothing safe.
No.
These rocks are so explosive. Mind you, it still had to be thrown 100 miles an hour and hit the broom, but look at them fly.
Clean. Good throw.
We've talked before as well, Russ, about these particular stones. These Curling Canada stones are a little more active, and the striking bands a little more explosive.
Are they ever?
Yeah, Matty.
Just happened to
Saw this in the first end, but
get a little more action.
That striking band we're looking at is so thin, and they're not worn out like a lot of the rocks at some clubs you play at from the constant hitting them back and forth.
Yep.
They just spring when they hit.
Shot, buddy.
shot, Matt.
Normal.
I don't think there's any chance, man.
Reid could have drawn for 2, but he didn't like that corner guard that John had up there. So
Good normal.
he's going to be patient. He's winning.
Easy.
Okay.
Well, Jansen with his shot really turned it around, didn't
but
he? By
good.
cleaning everything up.
Yeah.
Now we're likely headed for a blank here.
We just gotta.
We saw this with when Reid played,
I'd have put a 2 to.
I think it was Jacobs, that they interviewed him in the 5th end break, and he said to us, hey, it's a boring game, but I'm trying to win a big game here. And he said, I'm winning. He's going to come to me.
Yep.
Veteran thoughts for a good skip like that.
Well, one of the things he's had to adjust to, again, with
So, Matt.
Dan Carey's help, when they were analyzing their successes were coming particularly on the tour, 8 end games, 5 rock rule. get to the national championships, 4 rock rule, 10 end games. And he said, what we were missing out on is sometimes in the tour, the games are over much more quickly. He said, if we get behind here, manage the time. You've still got time to catch up, and they had to realize that they have that additional ends to play.
Yeah, it's a big difference, that just that aspect with the 10 end games, because you don't need to push it if you give up a 3 in the first half of the game, whereas an 8 end game you really have to push hard. And it can be game over if you push too hard, but patience for sure. When you've got a 10 end game, you've got a lot of time.
Now, Carrie Anderson, for example, gave up that steal of 3 in the 4th to Rachel Holman today. And one of the first things we said was, okay, better than it be the 8th. She still has time. You still have to make your shots, but you chip away with the single, two, and now it's back.
Yeah, mathematically you can do it without really going too hard and losing a game in one end.
I think it's a couple feet slower, Johnny. 2 or 3 feet slower.
So we'll go 5 feet then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably gave that to like
Line's running good, boys. Line's running good. Starting to move now.
This really moved in the last game that we watched this afternoon.
Doesn't look all here.
Right to the tee, guys. Right to the tee.
Come on.
Hard, 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 hard. Not too high. Go, go, go.
Good.
So, John.
Turn. Right on the edge, I'll throw normal. Just make him blanket there. Just a fraction more.
All normal.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yep. Swing.
Yep.
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 Right to it. Gotta go.
Yep.
Good. Good throw. Good shot.
Sorry, Reid.
There is that little stone just outside the rings there. Any worry for Epping here, or is it
Easy.
too high?
I think it's too high. They can't swing it across to that one. Watch Johnny's backswing here. He brings that rock back pretty crooked. A little to the right, back in. They don't teach it that way, but maybe they're going to start.
It's kind of like an adaptation from the backswing delivery to the flat foot when you used to swing it.
Boy.
I got it.
For the blank here in 3. That big shot by Pat Jansen led us to this. Yes, a year from now we will be in Ottawa, out in Canada, as the Centennial Flame burns on Parliament Hill. It'll be the Canadian Curling Trials to determine the teams that will wear the maple leaf at the Olympics in Korea. For one of these teams wear that maple leaf. First things first, they've got to get to the trials, and the winner will move on to tomorrow's final against Team Guju with Mark Nichols skipping.
Oh, we're good, John.
Yeah, Matty.
Yes, we welcome you back on this Saturday night to the Keystone Center here in Brandon. Reid Carruthers with a 1-0 lead. Scored that single in the second. The blank in 3 means that John Epping will once again have the last rock, playing the Yellowstones here in 4.
As John Epping's asked his front end to get those corner guards a long way away from the pay dirt, a long way away from center line. Gives him a little more room if he has to draw.
Might over curl.
Might be in.
Don't really want to.
Whoa.
Can't at all.
Whoa.
Never touch this.
Whoa. It's going to over curl for sure.
We're just
Mine's
trying
good
to leave
for
it
probably
short
in.
still.
No.
It's top 12. It's top 12 for sure.
Ah, shoot.
Okay.
Okay.
Try Hodge.
Okay. Lined up the right way at least. Lightning.
Timmy, this is right up here, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Tim March.
Real close, John.
In these two teams,
Top four.
Carruthers and Epping, you've got the number 3 and number 4 teams on the current
Top four.
money list of the tour.
Matty in, if anything. Whoa, it looks like it's bouncing.
We gotta wait.
Yeah, it looks like it's bouncing.
A little quicker today.
That's what Colin Hodgson said as he slipped his into the top 12.
Throw firm. The nose is fine.
Yeah, nose it.
Firm he wants?
Yeah.
Give us a good normal.
Real straight here too, Derek.
Give us a good normal.
Yep. Yep.
Hard!
Derek Semigalski.
Red. Keep going.
Good. That's crazy.
Shot.
Oh boy.
Wow. That's
Straight hit.
Okay.
Normal.
Normal.
Found a straight spot there.
Yeah.
Normal,
Okay.
boys.
Yep.
Just Norm.
Whoa. Yep.
Little quiet. Little quiet.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Hard. Whoa.
Yep. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Hard, Tim. Hard.
Go.
Good spot.
Great
nice
spot.
throw, Patty. That's a tricky sneak.
Shot stone for the moment. Top edge of the 4.
Easy.
Can I throw a bump or no?
Yeah. It's gonna be a. Sure.
I like bump here.
Solid bump.
Yeah. Solid bump.
What do you think for ICP?
I like that. Really
Should
like
curl a
that.
bit.
I like that ice.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Solid
Give
bump,
us
boys.
bump. It'll come out
Good
solid.
bump. Yep.
Almost easy.
Whoa.
Easy.
Clean.
Whoa.
We saw this path of
Weight's good.
fair a bit in the second end when they made all those come arounds and a couple
Curl.
taps.
Curl.
Not heavy.
Whoa,
Not heavy.
now. Clean. Braden.
Braden.
Good.
Roll it a bit.
Nice. Shot. Very nice weight.
How accommodating as a skip do you have to be to the person throwing, Cheryl? Because you heard Derek say, may I throw bump? Which obviously is one of their weight designations. And Reid Carruthers thought about it for a second and then said, okay. So he had to make adjustments in his mind to accommodate what was the comfortable weight for Derek to throw.
Yeah, I mean, you really want the thrower who's making the shot to be comfortable, and unless you know something that they haven't seen or it's a spot that's new and you yell down and say, hey, no, we need more weight here, I would tend to go with what the thrower sees and is comfortable with, because you really want to do whatever you can to allow them to make the shot. But there are times where you just know as a skip that this is a new path and maybe they don't see that, or you've seen something on the opposition stone, and then you just kind of got to stick with your guns.
Well done to carry it, wrap it around. Is the second shot.
Wasn't a ton there. Thought he dipped
John
that a bit
Epping
too.
with
Edge of
last
4
roll.
to me.
How much?
Edge of 4 with bump. What do you think?
Yeah, I think here with bump.
Like it.
Speed's good here.
Bump.
Weight's nice.
Clean.
Oh,
Clean.
Just bump.
yep.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Off.
Whoa.
Right
Curl.
off.
Curl. Stay with the red.
That came in really straight. He did not overthrow it.
And that red will just hold on to the back edge of the 12.
The come around didn't snap either, so getting a little bit dished, straightening out their hair.
Because through the week, going to the wings has been
Nothing there.
a ton of finish.
Yeah.
That little nibbler could save Carruthers here.
Okay, Matty.
A tough looking blank at this point in time.
Matt Cam back around their own corner, covering the edge of the 8
Down
and
normal.
ignoring everything else. How dangerous is this for us to do this, or is he forced to do this at this point?
Well, I think he's going to kill this top one, and then it doesn't look like a blank, so they're going to try as hard as they can get behind that corner.
And roll it over instead of drawing there?
Yeah, just because that one was in a dangerous spot.
Yeah, nose is pretty good too. Just roll a little, I guess.
The idea is Carruthers has to hit
for
this
him not to be able to roll and be
for sure.
without the advantage of the last rock.
Edge is great.
That's perfect, yeah.
Do you want to just throw the same thing?
Yeah, I do.
Back there.
That's the little biter at the back of the 12.
Well, here is bumped in.
Yep.
They don't want to roll right behind on this one, just edge to edge, so there is no roll for Epping's team. They roll right in behind, and they'll use it as a guard.
Touch more.
Just clean.
Just
clean.
call in.
Touch more.
Whoa, whoa.
Braden Muscowie.
Small roll this way. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa. Yep, roll.
They're going to go roll it the other way. Initially, they thought if they could just hang it on the 12, maybe catch a little bit underneath that corner.
You knew you were going to be soft, right?
Just about a size bigger.
It's pretty straight.
Just hard on you. What's that? Just hard. Harder than the first.
Now the angle to make that back double is close to rolling buried.
More weight.
Yep. Hard, Pat.
Weight's close.
Hard.
Pat Jansen.
Hard, Pat. Hard.
Whoa.
No, right to the nose.
Tough for him to be shot, though.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
then we draw around here.
No, there's nothing really else to do.
Yeah.
It's the nose.
And even if he goes around ours, it's a pretty short run.
Like throwing that in still?
Yep. So there with easy.
Like it.
There,
like it a
right
lot.
there.
Yep.
Actually.
Yours was like a good bump, eh?
Yeah.
I think you will see John draw around this, but what else can Reid do? He can roll somewhere, but it's going to be up high enough that John will try to hide. He's not going to be blanking at this point in time.
Easy. Okay, bud. Easy, Hodge.
The speed is really good here. That's probably the best spot on the sheet.
Not sure, bro.
I think it's actually might curl a little more than yours because we're on that line.
You want
Give me
him
a touch.
just to
Yep.
be safe?
I think that's good with easy.
Yeah, I agree.
Smooth, easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Starting to figure out the shape of the ice and where it goes and where it kind of straightens out. You start to get a visual in your mind of what it looks like.
Whoa.
Clean, yep. Easy. Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Nice shot, Reid.
Good.
Not quite up to the nose.
Good toss, bud. Perfect. Shot.
But you heard
He's playing
Reid
the draw.
Carruthers say, even if he decides to go behind, and that's the indication by John Epping, that red stone will, we can just run it back.
Short run, yeah.
Back four.
Back four.
Yeah.
John's actually going to,
Just the back four. Just stay for shot.
instead of going top four, which is
Little
what
more,
you're
Matty.
trained to do, go a little
Gets that
deeper
thing,
here
let's
and
give me
make
a
that
couple
run
of them.
longer.
Maybe just a hair slower.
Hair slower. Yeah.
The key here, Cheryl, is to be the shot rock,
gonna be
right?
good,
Go
boys.
back as far as you can and be shot rock.
But still be shot.
Gotta go big. Yep.
So thinking that way, you could really
Line's
go
good.
back and just
Back four.
Line's good.
hang it on the back edge of the
Gonna have to
4.
move. Hard. Go, get in here. Your line's good.
Tim Marks,
As far as you can, guys.
Jansen,
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Cam calling line,
Go.
taking it
Okay,
back
okay,
as far
okay,
as they
okay.
can. As far as they can is top 4. So not as deep as he had hoped.
Swinging. That's fuck really swinging.
Boys are working.
Good.
Come on, guys, go!
As far as you can, guys.
Keep her going.
Keep it going.
Keep it going.
Go.
Hard. Okay.
Okay.
Good, sweet.
And around they go. And as you say, Russ, you take that stone and you just move it to the back edge of the 4, then it's a couple more feet, and in that 2 feet, something could happen.
Well, yeah, when that run back has to be that much more precise. And the worst part now is if this is made properly, it's in front of the tee line. John's got to get around it somehow.
Wasn't it the second end? The Carruthers team made a bunch of these run backs straight back. So they've seen this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah, whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Reid Carruthers, his last.
Shave
Run it back and
Great shot.
sticks it. It covered.
Great shot, buddy. Great shot, man.
And sitting 3.
Nice shot, man. Good job. Oh boy.
Cannot draw that up any better.
Beauty.
Even after it made contact, the raised stone still had a little spin in it and
and
tucked
rolled
a little bit more on behind.
That's true.
Underneath.
And what that does, if Reid had killed it and rolled out, John could put the broom in the spot he wants, which might be the edge of the forefoot. Now he has to go out a fraction wider, and it could be slightly slower here if he gets it out wide enough.
Wait's there.
Right off.
Still running, not curling yet. Coming in
Watch
now.
out.
We're still.
Watch out. Uh-oh. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. That's one. And that is 2. John Epping. Carruthers steals 2. And they say this curling is tough. My goodness, little sawdust curling going on in the patch. Place to hang out between games. MasterChef Canada, the All-Star Family Edition. It's a culinary showdown with 4 former champions. Monday, 8, 7 Central on CTV. Well, a mistake. One of the very few we've seen from John Epping. Coughs up the steal of 2. Reid Carruthers now leads it 3-0. And as we go to the 5th, it'll be John Epping again with last draw. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstones. During the break, you were saying, Russ,
Mine's good.
if Reid Carruthers doesn't make that run back as well as he did, if that raised stone pops out and doesn't prevent the path, if he could have thrown the same path as with his first one, he probably has the shot, but he goes out a little wider and maybe guesses the pebbles a little more fresh and just throws it up.
Yeah, exactly. We watched it in the ladies' game where they had to go a little wider and missed the draw. It was a steal of 3 in the Holman game, and that's exactly what I think went through John's mind. It went through mine, so he's 4 or 5 inches wider than he'd been. So the common thing to do is, I better not baby this one. And he just added enough, and it's still going.
Back 8. Whoa. Back 8. Perfect weight. Back 8. Fine.
Back 8.
Perfect weight.
Yeah, back 8.
Doesn't need to curl line is
Back
perfect.
Sit.
Nice shot.
Good.
Shot, Hodge.
Oh boy.
Shot, Con.
Up there. It looks pretty close, eh? Top 4.
Line's good.
This is one of those situations we were talking about before that, sure, you're down 3, but you've got the 10-end game, and you really don't have to panic. You just be patient, set up your deuce, and then get a force.
Hard, Patty,
You don't have to gamble all in one end.
Come on, boys, come on.
And the good thing for John is he's so comfortable with rocks in play.
Okay.
Let's see, boys.
Curl, bud.
Great
Very
coming
nice.
out.
Yeah, for Tim March. Thing that we haven't seen, though,
We could go
Cheryl,
at it with like bumps.
is
Make
that
you feel it off. It's a pretty good one.
Reid
Make it
Carruthers
Just for
hasn't
nothing crazy or it's normal.
let Epping get as many stones into play as we usually see.
No, and that's one of the things that I talked about as a key is don't leave him those big shots because it does get that team so pumped up and motivated. So he really has been good about limiting. And he's been making some spectacular shots that run back last end, and even in the second, all their run backs. So they're doing a good job.
Yeah,
just making the shots.
Make a move.
We're second shot, eh?
He's eventually gonna freeze the back. Then what do? We hit the.
We're 2.
We are? Okay.
Line's tight, boys.
Yep, go hard then.
We can afford it.
Might have to finish.
How's line?
You're okay.
Weight's good now.
Half.
Almost tight. Tight.
Whoa then. Whoa then.
You're doing.
And as much as we talk, Russ, about this Epping team being aggressive, Jim Wilson said that they've actually dialed it back in the last couple of years. They were out of control almost. He called it patient aggressive now.
You call it.
Aggressiveness.
Should be pretty straight.
You know, we put the rocks in play, and we like them, and we like the big shots, and you know, John Epping is comfortable, but not at the cost of everything.
Exactly, and you have to respect your opponent. You can't. Sometimes you make a unbelievable shot, but Skip follows one down and makes one on top of you. So.
Okay.
Left the guard too.
No. And guard now covers the edge of the 4.
Tap that. Or you hit and roll.
Hit and roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soft weight required here. You cannot roll out here. These are the ones that drive you crazy, Cheryl. You try so hard to roll away from the yellow so you don't set up a double with a great team like Carruthers, and you roll right out. Hang around.
Yeah.
Gotta go hard.
Boy, right out of his hand.
Gotta go hard, Tim.
I mean, that yup. And his fingers were still on the handle.
Gotta keep going.
There's going to be nothing left to Tim March by the time this game's done.
It's going to be tiny Tim.
Whoa.
Underneath he goes.
Oh, that's a brilliant call by the skipper. That was an audible right off the bat. He called it perfect.
And brushed very well.
That one.
Wow. Sweet.
Sorry, Timmy. Oh, good.
Yeah, I was waiting for the big push out, but I didn't see it.
And because the first call was to go to the other side, wasn't it?
Yes. Then, though.
Hey?
Like you mean roll your shooter to center?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So touch inside?
Yeah.
Running this back, can you touch them both?
You could. The run doubles there. They'd sure be happy just to make noise with one of them, I'm sure.
Yep. Whoa. No.
Braden Muscowie.
Whoa. Good.
And he's going to get just the one. He'll only get the one at the back, too.
Josh, go.
Wow.
That's crazy how strength it is, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts. Okay, buddy.
Like that.
Yeah.
Board.
Cleared up the junk at the back.
He's running good here, guys, eh?
Yeah. You got it, man.
A nose in this case would be better than an overroll. You roll too far, you set up a pretty easy double.
Yep.
Matt Cam.
Whoa. Yep.
Board.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Hard.
Hard, Timmy, go.
Hard.
Go, Timmy.
No.
Just what you said.
Yeah, exactly. They just tried too hard to roll. Even a nose hit would have been a tough double.
Yeah, smooth.
You see it all?
Just.
Jumped on them there at the hog line. You tell by the brushing they were pretty happy with it.
I didn't even mind the call of rolling right away.
The other way, sure.
Yeah.
Keep them separate. That's what they're trying to do originally.
Yeah.
Close. Whoa.
Close. No.
Whoa. Yep.
No. Yep.
Whoa.
1, 2, and away they go.
Nice roll, man.
Wrong roll. On Matt Cam.
Yes.
Thanks.
He's just having another terrific game.
I think a 4 for the 405.
94%.
Wow.
For
Probably
Braden.
running a little better than my corner spot, eh? Wait, should be real close, eh? Top 4.
We've seen a lot of
early.
changes
Back 4.
as the game has evolved with better equipment.
Yeah, Pat.
Players
go.
themselves, I think, physically.
Hard, Pat.
The ice.
Go, Pat.
Thinking back to your day, Russ.
Keep going. You got a good one. Go.
I know.
How far back is that?
Well, Napoleon was a private. That's but the rock placement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
different today, isn't it?
Totally different because and the athletes are great, don't get me wrong, but the ice is so good, these running bands are so lively. You really have to be perfect with the rock plays. Well, we just saw it. You know, Jansen rolls a hair too far, or Cam, sorry, rolls a hair too far, and bang, they're gone. They're gone for fun. They're easier to hit. The peels are being thrown harder, and with these Blue Hone insert rocks, Vic, the actual insert, it's the hardest granite you can get. And if you throw it firm enough, maybe an 8-second takeout hog to hog, a 9-second somewhere in there, it doesn't curve at all. So they just put the broom where they want it, let it go, bang, they're gone. And rock placement is absolutely massive. We saw it in the first end. John rolled over, Reid couldn't roll back, John makes the double.
I think I need a little. Yeah, good, good.
They just have a quarter of this rock, but this is where it will move off the line.
Bomb, solid. Bomb. Weight's good. Bomb.
Reid Carruthers had his first.
Heavy.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Bomb.
Semigalski.
Bumper.
Hodgson.
Go ahead, Colin. Go ahead.
Off the line. Here it goes. Hodgson picks him up. And away it goes. Now they'll take that all the way to the back.
Good roll. Like bumper. Good toss, man. Great throw, man.
You would worry sometimes being Reid's team. They sat off since yesterday. What time? 1:30. They have thrown since then, but sometimes sitting and waiting, and you come out and you're not quite as focused. But they've been playing fabulous.
No kidding. And they've got two ways here. If we put it in the back same spot, Epping, Reid's going to do what he just did. If not, he's going to do that. He's got them both ways here.
I think it's similar speed to what you threw on last end.
6 feet faster? 6 feet faster?
Yeah. I saw it here.
Where are you?
Key right now. Weight's close.
Yep.
No, 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 no. Back 4.
Whoa. Weight's real close.
Line's good.
4.
Yep, yep. Gotta go.
Hard.
Oh, they leave it. They left it.
Keep going. They make a little curl at the end here.
And they'll finish as shot Ross.
Can't buy one today, can they?
Okay.
The exact same
They
shot.
may have used everything up in that game against Laycock.
Throw, bud.
I like
So
that.
he thrown easy or
Yeah.
bump
He-
again?
he couldn't
'Cause that was
miss.
bump.
That was bump?
Yeah.
Roll it a bit, it's
Saw
fine.
some
Yeah.
incredible
Just
shots.
no more than easy is all I'm getting at.
Yeah, no more than easy,
Yeah.
just easy.
Yep. I like
Yeah.
it.
Just one size bigger than the last one?
Yeah, not much.
That was just regular bump.
That was bump.
Yeah, that was
Even a
bump.
solid bump or just one?
Definitely not. Oh, he was perfect.
I like that.
Just the top
Yeah,
one.
I like it.
Yeah.
Again, similar to the last end, if Reid can roll to the center line, John's got a trickier little draw than just a wide open draw to the 4 foot.
Good easy, regular easy.
It's good.
It's clean.
It's nice.
Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Like to a little.
No, he bangs it right on the nose.
Yeah, I thought they'd brush out a bit,
boys, good
kick
half.
it over to the center line. I mean, you see where John has the broom, Vic. He's edge of the 8. If he'd been able to do that last end, I think he would have made it. I really do. But Reid's wonderful run back sticks it. He had to go out another 4 or 5 inches, and it was just a bit of doubt.
Now he's bought a little more. They've just moved that brush out. Just outside the 8 foot. Facing 4 with his last. Needs it.
Really close, eh?
Really close.
Top 4 team.
Gave up the steal of 2 in the 4th.
Running straight.
Weight's pretty good.
Line's good now. It's coming in.
Weight's good.
Looks good. Looks good.
To the top of the button. Against 4 to get his single. We are midway through this men's semifinal.
The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Well, early candidate for shot of the year on TSN. Little tick on the red, come across, hit the red. What a shot for Brad Jacobs. What a start to the Canada Cup. Great opportunity here for Steve Laycock. Get it by the yellow, pick it up, get the red too. What a bonus. 5 on the board for Steve Laycock.
Epping opened with 2. Final stone, Epping. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, come on. Oh, goodness. John Epping.
Now she's trying to play a double angle raise.
Touch. Here comes the yellow. Look at the angle. Stop on the button. Val Sweeting, what a shot.
Jansen marched the front end. Matt Camp calling line. Angle it back. And around they go. Yeah, John Epping at his very best. Wasn't, though, in that 4th as he gave up the steal of 2. Replies with a single in 5. It's 3-1. Reid Carruthers leading at the break of this men's semifinal. Reid's with Brian.
Reid, not sure if you saw John's game earlier today, but he was arguably one of the hottest players coming into this game, yet you guys have taken care of business very nicely. Up after 5. How have you done it?
You know, I'm just not watching what happened earlier. I did my best to not look at the TV, and knowing that we're going to have to play someone tough, we're going to have to curl really, really well. So we just went through our normal routine, and so far it's worked out on the ice.
That shot in 2 for the single, how tough was that for you, that little draw?
Yeah, I think I lost a little more hair. It was not an easy one. It was a little bit of a scary end, but the guys swept it perfect.
Your 5 ends from going to the final and a chance to win an Olympic curling trial spot. How do you keep things in perspective?
Not think about that. So thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Thanks very much.
Way to go, Brian. He didn't want to be Brian-minded of that. 3-1 on the scoreboard. You're going to see the team percentages. The players are outstanding. Tim March, the lead for John Epping at 100%. Reid Carruthers, a 98% game going so far. Carruthers leads it 3-1. Numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner of Curling Canada for 22 years.
The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
On this Saturday night, semi-final night in men's play, the Home Hardware Canada Cup. From Brandon and the Keystone Center, that single in 5 means that Reid Carruthers will have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Red Stones here in 6 and leading 3-1. The winner on to tomorrow night's final against Team Guju.
Colin won't be happy with his first effort there, and how often do we see it after the extended break in the 5th? The ice cools down a little bit, and chamois up a little bit, and for whatever reason, everybody does that.
It's not heavy. Top 8. It's not
Real
heavy.
wasted
Guys.
stone at the back 12.
Top 12. Top 8.
15:05 should be all here. Should be all here.
I don't want to touch it.
It's just absolute lightning.
Nice throw, Hud.
Hey, bro, even just
one spot for whatever reason, because I'm getting 14-7, but 15-5 here.
Colin Hodgson is a co-owner of Dynasty Curling, and you'll see the Dynasty on the some of the uniforms. He designed it, he and his company. So congratulations to him, and best of luck with his new endeavor.
Yeah, you see lots of the curlers wearing their jackets and team uniforms. It's done very well.
Up there.
Plate's good.
Whoa.
Back 8.
Whoa. We're there. Back 8. Back 8. Back one, John. Yep. Back.
Yep.
This is the
Whoa.
fastest spot in the sheet.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Hard. Keep her moving, Matt. Keep her moving.
And they move it to the back edge of the 4. Shot rock is Carruthers.
Go this way with it.
Top 4.
Pretty straight here, Derek.
I like the way Reid explains where he wants to hit it, but then he stands back so he gets a really good angle on the direction of that first raised rock, so you can get it absolutely precise.
Inch
Yep.
off center.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, whoa.
Yes.
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 Great shot.
Beauty.
Derek is at the Larders of St. Andrews
Hi, boy, D.
golf course
Push that here and roll here.
near Winnipeg.
Yeah.
The late Vic Peters was there for a while.
Maxwell.
You heard that probably.
I did, but then I got two.
It'll be just
Worst case is a couple feet. It won't be far off. I think it'd
Yeah,
run
like
pretty
Mike
similar.
McEwen's at third. BJ Neufeld, he's the pro there.
At the same place, really?
That guy's
Back
Hard.
12.
Just through.
Hard.
Go.
Really gotta go.
Gotta go, Tim. You
Really hard.
Man, have these guys worked it in the first 6 ends.
Oh, wow. Hey, Pat.
well.
Whoever played.
You're caught, I guess, Cheryl. I mean, you brush it to get it by, and now you've brushed it so much.
Killing in.
Yeah, and just basically praying for it to stop. You could have maybe tried the rub and saved it for a guard. It's kind of useless through the rings, but you're hoping it's stopping, and it just didn't. It's that spot so fast right there.
Again, I think 6th end too. Eh? It's, you know.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, just after the mop.
Clean. Clean. It's hard for him to stop us from getting a deuce still.
We used to remind ourselves of that
Good shot,
after
Steve.
every 5th end break, and we'd still throw it back 12 because you just couldn't believe that it.
Yeah.
If we kill 2 ends, the game's over.
Under his breath, you see. Reid is saying, let's we kill a couple of ends, and they're not coming back.
Let's do this, or do you want to guard?
You want to guard or do you want to hit and roll? Make a double at
Managing
one
that
point.
scoreboard.
Do we want to waste a couple before we hit?
Okay.
I like the guard,
Control.
Cheryl. Reid's going to hit
Yeah.
it. And the sooner you make this move, the more times Reid Carruthers' team has to get out of it.
Yep.
Weight's pretty good.
Really gotta go.
Hard, Pat.
Yikes.
Okay, guys. Let's go.
I think it's in turn, mid top.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
I played this earlier.
Yeah.
Think you throw easy at this?
Okay.
Won't be heavy, boys.
Okay, buddy. Good toss here, B.
Speed's really good. Solid bump. Easy.
How do you like
Easy
that?
up.
Easy. No.
Yep.
Your skipper is 98,
Yep.
and Muscali
Easy.
is 95% so far.
Whoa. No. Yep.
Those are pretty
Whoa.
amazing
No.
numbers
No.
for the back end.
Whoa.
Colin.
Yep.
Yep.
Right here.
Hard, Haji.
With the
Beauty.
new material too, you don't have the left-right action to save a few of those shots. So that's well-earned percentages.
Really good, man.
Normal.
Roll on top.
Now, Matt Cam's no slouch. He's at 93% so far.
Normal. Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
They're just picking
Hard.
on Tim now, aren't they? He's brushing everything.
Spot, Matty. Beauty.
Great shot.
Go, buddy. A great throw.
Throw the same weight. Play through the hole. Good throw. Normal too.
Yeah, I like actual easy. If I kill the back, not a big deal.
Okay, so same weight.
Yeah, try and get it through the hole.
Yeah, same weight.
Solid easy.
A lot more.
Clean.
A little more.
No,
A little more.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Semigalski.
Whoa.
Now Hodgson.
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, that's just terrific stuff.
Incredible weight control.
First thing
Line
he said
call
was,
and push it through. Sorry.
first thing Reid said when he let go is that's a lot more, and it obviously wasn't a lot more, but he gave that reminder to the brushers, and they handled it beautifully.
Great throw. It's easy when you hit the broom.
Not used to it, though. You're not used to it.
It's pretty.
Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Medical sales is his profession, and his company is, as you might expect, Epping Medical.
Oh, you're kidding.
Wow. That double. I'm not going to curl up.
That's hard to do.
That hurts.
Ticks the top and he gets them all.
I was like just heavy bump.
Yeah, that's good.
I think John's going to have to take a run at some type of triple. If there's some chance at a triple, I think he's going to take it on. Sure, I'll give up two here.
Oh, it's
Toss her, bro.
getting late.
He's really good here.
Yeah. Go down 5-1.
Reid hits it dead on, it'll be there.
If your child is in the Louis Riel district, you might get Reid Carruthers as a substitute teacher.
Whoa. Whoa.
Little heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good shot. Good shot, Reid. Great shot, Reid.
Thanks.
No.
A little thinner.
No, it's thinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to make two of them go away.
Yeah, at least like.
For sure, and he's going to hit it there to get rid of that one. That one's going this way. There's a chance. There is really definitely a chance to get that out of there. He needs it. Hit it at about 1 o'clock, 1:30. Hit about half the second one. It'd be very close. Right where that broom is.
Final stone for John Epping. Carruthers with last rock, and he's sitting three.
Whoa. Whoa.
March called off. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, and he stuffed that second one.
This math isn't going to work for us.
No, it's not.
This math isn't going to work.
Great attitude. He got robbed on the first one to punch it through that little port. If he makes the double in the first one, double in the second one, he gets out of it. But even a blank, you heard Reid Carruthers say he's pretty happy.
Yeah.
Now he's thrilled.
Sitting one at the back. 12 foot, put it in the paint.
Looks fine to me, boys.
Well, they haven't touched it. Not a lick.
Looks okay.
Not even a dust.
Okay.
Clean it, guys. It's not
Semigalski
through the
or
rings.
Hodgson.
That was definitely.
And all right it is.
Good job, boys. Good end.
For two. Epping trying to come back when we come back. Well, this event here begins a brand new season of champions. We'll be off after the new year to Las Vegas The Canadian juniors are in Victoria. The Scotties will be down in St. Catharines. I can see a wine tour in my future. St. John's, Newfoundland, the Tim Hortons Brier. The Women's Worlds are in Beijing. And the Ford World Men's will be in Edmonton April 1st to the 9th to wind up another season of champions. Haven't had to use the measure today. As we welcome you back on this semi-final Saturday night, Keystone Center in Brandon. Reid Carruthers with his deuce in 6. Leads it now 5-1. Trying to put himself into that final tomorrow night with Mark Nichols and Team Guju. John Epping has the last rock. He has the hammer here in 7 playing the Yellowstones.
I finished hard.
Nice bigger.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Wait for line.
Touch more room on this one.
Okay, no.
Weight's good. Top 8.
As you can. Wait as long
Still
as you
room.
can.
It's top 4.
Sliding.
Top 4.
There's a big 2-ender there, Cheryl.
Really good.
If that was only a single, a 2-1-2, get you right back in the ball game, coming home tied. But
Almost T-line.
you're going to need a steal or a bigger end than a 2.
Okay.
Like you said, even
Oh, I'm not
Epping
getting
a
any
blank,
call
they
with
would have taken that, and still big opportunity. Force, but the deuce just, he had a good chance, John did, to make that triple. It was close.
Is he ever?
And he's just been making those shots. You kind of expected it.
And the one through the port. His first one through the port.
That
Like,
was
Top 4. Hey. Line's good. Weight's good. Line's good.
Got a
how can
curl.
we go around a single corner here?
It's got a curl.
Reid Carruthers would be happy with that. I thought
Line's
they might
pretty
throw a
good.
second
Not
corner.
high, not high.
Patty.
Reid will rip the corner here, try to drag
Right
the
to the
play
tee.
into
Okay, okay.
as soon
right on
as
the
he
tee.
can
Right
into
to
the
tee.
rings.
Okay, that's good, that's good. Attaboy. Shot.
Attaboy.
Would you do here,
Shot.
Cheryl? Would you have thrown a second corner or done what John did?
Yeah, I think I would have done what John did.
Okay.
Yeah.
But now you've got this.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Cheryl? I mean,
And I think the reason I would have done it is because of where Carruthers left their 2 stones. They're deep in the 4-foot. You've kind of got a bit of a pocket.
Freeze one in there.
Yeah. Had they not,
Just clean.
then maybe another
Clean.
corner.
Nice throw, Derek.
Throw.
Dang.
I saw that.
Those slits still a
so I
hair
mean,
quick,
as we
eh?
said earlier today, this is
Yeah, so
very much
I'm
like playing a
with you.
10th, right?
Yes.
So you keep putting up those, you keep putting up the guards. You know that Carruthers is going to rip them.
Yep.
And then eventually you make a play down into that pocket. Is that the thought?
tight.
Okay.
It's almost in.
Try whatever
Almost
you can
in?
to score 2 points.
Get a
Can we
mistake.
freeze on a good angle on that thing?
Jesus.
We're top 12.
Top 12.
Oh boy.
Freeze it? I
No,
think we can freeze.
no, no, no.
Okay. Okay, but
You can't make excuses for the Epping team, but it looks noticeably quicker than it was in his previous game.
I'd like to play it thin.
Okay.
You gotta hit a quarter with an
I didn't get
Like
times
half
on
rock.
their games, but the women's game was closer to a 14.
Yes.
And we're getting 15s for sure.
Yeah, and that's a big difference.
Yeah, intern.
But you've got to
Yeah,
make
wait,
that
Derek.
adjustment at this level.
Almost got to hit the same spot.
Quarter rock.
Good. Nice smooth one.
Really good chance to simplify this end.
Whoa. No.
Stay with it, stay with it.
No. No.
Yep, yep. Touch it. Okay.
Sorry, man. Sorry. A little wide on you. Should have stayed with it. A little wide. Yes. A little wide on you there, Brad. Sorry about that.
Stop top 12.
Derek was
Yeah,
pretty
that was
wide-eyed
tough.
as that was going down. There's a little bit of air there for a while.
Throw it hard if the nose even.
weight's good. Half.
Pat Jansen.
Line's tight.
He's really the only one on the ice that's struggled right now. It's
Line's good. Okay, you're
71%.
okay.
Weight's good.
Half.
Okay.
Half.
Everybody's in the
Halfway high.
80s and
overcurl
90s.
anything.
And
Okay.
Tim
Halfway
March
high
is
here.
still at 100%.
Okay, Pat.
So the tiebreakers earlier today, John Epping with a win over Laycock, now trailing the winner to play Team Guju, skipped by Mark Nichols, Marcus with Brian.
Mark, thanks for joining us, and congratulations on an outstanding week. You guys have been so successful into the final, one win away from a trial spot as well. How have you done it all week long?
A lot of good play. The guys in front of me have played really well, and I've managed to make a few shots. So, it's been good so far.
I know Skipper back home is close to getting back on the ice. He'll join you next weekend in the Sioux. How often do you guys communicate with him, and what's his excitement level right now for you guys?
I'd say he's pretty pumped. Haven't had as many text messages from Brad as I have this week. He's been texting a lot and staying in touch, and he's excited to get back on the ice, and we're excited to have him back soon.
I know you've had a few players step in during his absence, including Charlie, who's a former skip, currently skips with his team, obviously, but he comes into your team as a third. What has he meant to you?
Oh, he's played unbelievable, and he brings a lot of experience. Two-time World Junior champ, and being a skip himself, he kind of knows that role and knows how to kind of help me. Being someone who hasn't skipped before.
And having skipped, I guess that's part of losing the voice. You sound like Russ Howard.
Yeah, I know. It's been a tough week, but I got one game left to skip, and that's it. So then I can go back to sweeping and all that stuff. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, save your voice for your teammates. Thanks for your time, and best of luck in the final tomorrow.
Thanks, Brian.
Mike Jam, you might get
Little
that.
honey and hot
Come
water.
take a look quick.
Yeah, you gave me that tip a long time ago. Works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I think we get rid of the one that you just threw because you're going to freeze again.
It's a little wide on that second one.
I think the call is this.
Okay.
Because it should not there.
Should not, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just real bad if I go thin and under.
Yep.
If we peel it out, he's got to work for his deuce still.
What if we play this in up?
It's good, yeah. That's pretty good.
Like, even if you hit and roll thick into here, it's pretty darn good.
So let's throw it hard and...
yeah, that's ideal. It's that and kick.
Thick.
Yeah,
just roll
you want to kill the 5.
I like hitting okay.
Big
like
weight
half a
peel.
rock.
Try to come across. If they ever get it high enough, it'll be coming in fairly slowly. That might even nestle into that area. They originally talked about hitting this one and making that double. I don't like that, Cheryl, because that's going to jam. That's not too bad. But if ever jams and you go underneath, you've left both yellows in the rings.
I don't mind either. It's whatever you feel.
No reason to do that at this point with the score the way it is.
In, yeah, I'll get a lot more action here.
Even if you hit this too thin and kill your back red.
That's actually good.
Even a hair less, maybe.
It's not really helping.
Yep. Hard. Yep.
Braden Viscowi.
Yep. Real hard. Gotta go. Hard.
Semigalski. Hodgson. And now, no. Just didn't get anything there. Is it just crunched it on the nose?
This thing, just move that an inch. Kind of sit it in the pocket. Back forward.
You think it'll run a hair better, John, now, or?
Yeah, I do.
They got caught the first stone down here in this path that came up a little bit short. They were trying to tap it just a little bit, and it caught them by surprise that it came down.
Be that fraction faster than they polished it up. These are so difficult, Cheryl. You cross it a bit, it's a simple double. It's getting the line right when you're taking 5 feet of ice for a tap back.
Whoa. It's real close, Johnny.
Felt
Whoa.
good. Felt good.
Back forward.
Whoa.
It's coming down.
Yep.
T.
Yep.
Top 4.
Hard.
Freezing.
Scott Jansen. Tim March.
Hard. Come on. Go, go, go. Go, go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. That's fine.
And they'll nestle in. Corner frozen. Shot rock.
Good.
Yeah. First one? That was last week for
Works
sure.
good.
They're more
Sure.
positive
Good
on
weight.
the ground?
Yeah, just very different throws.
Just
What do you think?
different.
As long as this goes to here.
It will, I think.
Yeah.
Just caught them. I think the little extra weight and it ran.
If I hit half though,
Didn't
does
get
it
the
stay
finish
and
like
go on
they'd
top
hoped.
That's
of
the
it?
problem with it, yeah.
So,
Maybe nose is good. Like if you could dead nose it, it's pretty damn
and you
good.
probably hit 2/3 then is ideal, because then it kicks this. 2/3 with a bomb, and then it kicks this.
Yeah, I think
'Cause it
it'll
goes
kill
off
this for fun.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I like that.
I know. I just want to stay right on top. So I think nose is good.
Okay, I had a different thought process.
Okay, what were you thinking?
I was thinking you either, like, you play this and roll it out and kill this, and then he's never getting more than 2.
Yeah. And if
So-
he knows it, this is gone too.
I'm not convinced.
Really, hey? Okay.
Because it's a little bit on this side.
Okay.
So I think we play this safe. Like,
Sure.
hit a hair high.
Sure.
Hit a hair high, make sure this is gone.
I agree.
Okay. And then this goes a bit.
Yeah, I'll sweep that.
Okay, so here and fairly hard.
Like 2 will go for fun if you're anything high.
If I hit this hard, just a hair high, it's gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go back to the fourth. And this is a key shot by Reid Carruthers.
Well, this is one of those turnover shots that really set up that steal of 2 in the fourth end. Pretty incredible.
Great shot.
Led to the steal after the heavy draw by John Epping. The steal of 2 is our key shot. It's brought to you by Purex. It's Purex or nothing.
That's really what Reid's been doing so well, is kind of making those shots and then putting pressure on, pushing John to a different spot.
Yep.
Reid Carruthers skip stones.
Whoa.
Here in 7.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Shot.
Good.
Shot, Reid.
Beauty.
He unlocks things.
Shot. Good score, Reid.
That's great.
Great spot.
Still has Epping,
Really good.
leaves Epping shot stone, but it's covered back and front by Carruthers.
You can lock it right in that spot, so
He's going to play that.
Yeah, it's still going to get that.
Is it going to clip this back one?
I might clip it, but
Might clip it. Then you should have a shot for 2. Right?
problem is though yeah.
You might be able to play thin.
As long as he can't get them both. I mean, if it's there, I guess it's not the end of the world because he makes that, it goes into that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, let's just freeze that top one, I guess.
I don't see what else you can really
Yeah,
do.
you know,
John.
you're bang
Maybe
on,
this.
Maddie. No, you're bang on.
And split here.
Yeah, I just think.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Let's go there. Spots up now even more.
That's really all they have,
Okay.
Russ.
Yeah, and it's not much, is it? He's kind
Maybe a
of
hair less. Yeah.
trying to win the lottery here now.
Squeeze
If he,
that top
if he
one,
gets it on
top
that
8.
corner, somewhere in there,
A bit here now. What are you
it,
thinking?
Reid can't get both of them. And what John's hoping is that might, if it's thick enough, it might even jam over there. But anything other than that, right here's a disaster. Right here's a disaster. They're aiming at a pretty small section of ice.
He tightened up the ice a little bit, said it was a little bit quicker now.
Whoa then.
Top 4.
Whoa then.
We're in the hunt. Top 4.
No, let it curl.
T.
Stop.
No.
T.
No.
No.
Wait's close.
No.
Right here.
Top
Line's
4.
going to be good for this.
No.
Line, no bounce if you can.
No.
Me.
Right here. Be there. Yep.
Wow.
Hard.
Come on.
Whoa. No.
Oh, they had to wait.
Shot, John.
They waited for it to break, and then they just couldn't pick it up.
If you ever just rolled into here or something, I guess it's still only 2. It's just,
I guess the death is if I go here, but even then, how does he get rid of that?
yeah, can't.
With killing
can't.
that? You just play it.
I agree.
Exactly.
Let's make
Yeah.
it.
Might as well play the double
Half
off your
rock.
own.
Yeah. Play intern. Intern and right
I
there.
like it. You know this spot. I just rolled my last one over.
Yeah.
Half rock double.
Half nuts.
Yeah.
Half nuts on this. Let's make it.
Got you right on the edge.
I think even a little less good.
These teams are really good at thinking out all the possibilities before they make that decision. And then they worry about how hard they have to throw it.
Intern. Good
A
route.
lot of teams just worry about calling the right shot and then don't get the broom in the right spot.
Toss your bud.
Throw the intern here to get maximum kick.
This is his last in the 7th.
No! Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Curl.
And come over and underneath.
Okay. On.
Shot rocked, though. Carruthers for the moment. Is there something, though, to make that double for Epping?
No, I don't think so.
Just a shot for 2.
Okay.
Almost. That was.
Yeah.
Back line.
Okay.
It's going in there at the end, eh?
Yeah, late though. But do
Yeah.
you think the weight's going to hold it a little straighter, John?
Yeah, should come up that much though, no? I'm inside more, so.
Yeah. Okay.
So he gets
Almost
3.
disaster. Just back line.
Back line?
Yeah.
Quiet tap back for 2.
Should run similar here.
Okay.
Henry, not it. There, we just about made it. Any thicker, we make it.
Yeah.
Good throw.
Desperately needs a couple here. Trailing 5-1.
Just through.
John Epping and his last.
Whoa!
So much pressure now on Jansen and March.
Tim!
Gotta go, Timmy.
Matt Cam calling line.
Right to it. Go, buddy. Go, buddy. Got it. Keep going. Keep
Taking
going,
it down,
keep
get
going.
it by,
Nice sweep.
and sit there. That will do for the 2. A much needed couple for John Epping. Through 7. Carruthers still leads it. We are in the home of the Brandon Wheat Kings of the Western Hockey League, which leads us to talk about the 2017 World Junior Championship. Just around the corner now begins Boxing Day, and what better way? With Canada against Russia, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, across the TSN network, the 2017 World Junior Hockey Championship. The Wheat Kings on the road right now. 8-game road trip. They won't be back here to the Keystone Center till December 16th against Saskatoon. So John Epping gets 2 and 7.
Line's good.
Still trails by a couple. Reid Carruthers with the lead, and Carruthers out of West St. Paul also has the last rock. He has the hammer here in 8, playing the Redstones.
It's 4 foot. Okay. Just nibble 4.
It's there.
Atta boy. Good. Real nice.
Nice spot, Hodge. Perfect. Yeah, we haven't been or sorry, we haven't been light with that.
Okay, slides.
Pretty straightforward plan for John Epping. Guard, guard, guard.
Wait,
And
Ollie.
hope you get a mistake and a
Wait
steal
close,
out
John.
of it.
Wait only.
Tight.
Okay, that's
Then
it.
he's back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Forced to
Doesn't
1 and
look
9,
heavy.
take 2 and 10. You're in an extra end.
Doesn't look heavy.
Tight.
Okay. I think so.
Nice and tight, Matty.
Yep, yep,
Tight
yep,
as you can,
yep,
tight as
yep.
you
Shot.
Nice shot, Timmy. Great
guys.
adjustment.
3 perfect stones.
Shots, bud.
That in looks pretty nice.
Pardon?
That in looks nice.
Yeah, I think you have to do it.
Let's go. What do you want to see for speed? 15?
Same?
I think it's still 15 based off earlier.
I think it's the same.
Just a nice ad, Hodge. Nice ad, buddy. Let's go.
It's fastest numbers we've heard all week.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little light.
Yep, top 12. Yep.
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 Hard line.
Down and go.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Yep.
It's good. There.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait now.
Whoa.
Room.
Run straight now.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's, 4
whoa,
foot.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let it sit. Let it sit.
Right
Never,
side by
never,
side.
never.
Sit.
Sit. Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, Hodge.
Sorry, Colin.
Good throw.
You had to go line like
Good
that,
throw.
broke early, and then it went straight.
Sorry, man.
Back 4.
Amateur hour.
It's good, bud.
Tap this back a little bit and start building a wall.
Slower. What do you
Those
think?
2 center guards, you know what Reid's going to do with his next
good.
one and go up and start to get rid of those.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Back
Yeah.
point.
Hard.
We gotta go.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa!
Back 4.
Weight's good. Back 4. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
A little hot on this one.
Watch it.
It's heavy, baby. Okay.
Oh, boys.
This one.
I like that a lot.
Just firm.
Yeah, even the straight peel's great, Derek.
Hey, bud.
Big half.
Yeah, just firm, boys.
Big half to make it. Straight feels good.
I'd love to get that yellow on the way by.
I like Reid's last comment, though. Just don't try too hard for that. The straight peel is fine,
Just
too.
Just clean, clean.
Shot.
Good.
Shot.
That is when you start making the mistakes, isn't it? Trying to make those doubles.
And then you
A little less
on the
weight.
nose, and now you've left up another guard. And
We're good, bud. Wait, it's real close, John.
Yep.
Pat Jansen.
Whoa.
T back 4.
Yep.
T, just T.
Oh, we're coming down here. Hard. We're going. Hard. Hard. Hard.
No, we're top
Tim.
12 here.
March, Matt Cam.
Gosh, it's very different throws.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's struggling.
Wait, would have been good on the other one.
Pat just at 73%. Now, as well as the trip to the curling trials next
Probably
year
get 'em all.
and the spot on the team at the Continental Cup.
Intern.
Money to be won here, 14, 9, and 5. And then if you picked up a round robin win, you'll also earn $2,000 there. It's nice to say that everybody, all the teams went home with some money picking up round robin wins.
You get the deep one first.
Yep.
Carry over and right back into the rings here.
That's real good, Derek.
Really nice.
That's even better.
Great shot.
Even better, Derek.
You have to give Reid Carruthers a lot of credit on that shot. It, you know exactly where he had to hit that in the perfect spot, too.
You made all 3. You're probably sitting top 12.
Probably stuffing it.
Hey?
I think you're stuffing it because you missed the back one by a mile, right?
more, I did. Go for broke.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I like it. How we running, boys? We're running close here?
Yeah, that's you're gonna need the team 4
Top 8.
or 405 sort of thing.
Yep.
Well said. Go for broke.
Yeah, well, you're running out of time.
Yeah.
You're down by 2.
It's heavy.
Heavy.
How heavy?
Back 12.
Oh, whoa.
Wow, goodness.
Back 8.
Back 8.
Curling. Yep. Whoa. No, 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 no. No.
If it curls here early, it'll die.
No. 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 Yep. Yep. Okay, Matt.
Hey, Matty.
Pretty good.
Sorry, Mike.
Sorry, guys.
Do this.
Still pretty good, eh?
Tiny roll. You just throw normal at it.
Yeah, I threw easy here earlier, hey?
Yeah, do you want to just throw easy?
I like it.
Okay. So,
I know they're going to
in
try
there, it's just easy.
a little roll to the center line side, but it wouldn't
this
even
is
be
good.
bad straight back and
Get a little
clip that red
straighter.
one because it's not helping you there.
Good point. That's John's get it a jail card.
Normal.
there.
Normal. Whoa.
Close.
Whoa. It's not bad.
Clean.
Braden
Yep.
Muskowi.
Yep. Yes!
Samagalski.
Real
Hodgson.
hard.
Yep. Yep. Right up. Right up. Good.
And
Nice.
through. Not even close to jamming at the back, although he probably would have
Really good, bud. Weight was pretty close, actually.
He tight iced me, so
lost that one.
Well, you can't, like...
well, no, to nose with easy, we need an inch of ice.
Look at that. I mean, they're really fine tonight, aren't they? They're just on their game.
They are.
Seeing everything.
Yeah.
4 foot looks massive. It's just, when you're in that kind of a zone, it's a pretty great feeling. It's just
think
how to
this will run a bit
recreate it
slower?
every time you get out there.
Think this will run the same for speed, or...?
Yeah, I think it'll be in the hunt.
Be in the hunt, eh?
Yep.
Same throw, buddy.
A little more. Weight's close.
Yep.
Weight's
Back
good.
full.
Whoa, whoa. Hair more, Johnny.
Yep. Back full.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa,
Back
whoa.
line.
Just like to bump it to the back of the tee line,
girl.
set up
Whoa.
another wall.
Whoa. It's not bad, bud.
Nice one.
Did the trick.
Gotta make that hit and roll in off the wing. Yeah, so.
Don't mind
gotta
if you
roll
kill
off the
both
wing.
of these.
Yeah, I think you just.
Could do this too. Just play it through the hole.
Yeah.
Or roll off the wing.
Yeah.
Tough on him.
Worked out real
Yeah, it's still these are hurting us.
I agree.
Like, how does he steal if you just play this through the hole? Make this.
He's freezing to the back. I see. Yeah, if I could kill one, great. Even if I just.
It's not great.
Well,
No, if he makes a good freeze, like if he freezes an inch high.
What's bad,
or
Reid,
right
if he
on it.
tries
Yeah.
the yellow slat, like...
Could even do this, right?
So offended.
Okay.
Dead
Yeah, I could-
nose. Then he draws, but it's not easy for him because this will drag for us.
If I make that hit and roll, you don't like that, eh? Jeez, it makes it tough on him.
If you ever make it, it's really good.
He's only got 2 rocks.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. Let's
Make it good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess even if you're here,
Yeah.
Pretty
yeah,
good.
that's real good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eliminates a rock too, at least. If
Want
nothing
to
else.
throw just a little less weight?
Yeah, that was almost normal.
Okay.
Okay, B.
Let's get ready to go, D.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't want to overroll this. And he does come down and freeze to that back.
Weight's good. Easy.
Off, Derek.
Derek Semigalski forewarned this is going to be his stone to take.
You gotta go, Colin. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa.
Overthrew it. Maybe got it outside a little bit, just didn't cross the nose for him.
Not necessarily. You actually kind of want to be almost nose, like like a millimeter low.
Do you want to
Because
leave
you
him
don't
a
want to
piece?
let, well, you don't want to, well, let him. I mean, if he misses, then he's.
Yeah, and then scoops.
Yeah, right. But you can't
Okay.
because if you're too low, then he just noses it and they all fly.
Yeah, you're right.
So you got to be just a millimeter low. But I mean, that's
Sounds
going to be
good,
tough
bud.
to get to anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Try and get right to the nose of that thing.
This is obviously a little outside everybody else.
Okay. A little more.
Kind
It's
of
not the
like
end of the
Reid's
world
first
if I
call
move
on
an
running
inch.
that center guard
Nope.
back and
I
trying to
did.
clip it back one.
Yeah, you said that earlier too. That's what's going to hurt them. Those two at the back, or could hurt them.
We're throwing it as like 8 feet. Do you think this will be there?
Yeah, I think we got to go with that, don't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Great game from John.
Only thing was that to draw in 4.
Yeah, one mistake.
Cost them
Line's
the
good.
steal
Yep.
at 2.
Weight's good.
Hard line.
It's a 2-point game.
T.
Whoa.
Line's
Back
good.
4. Back 4.
Whoa, then.
Stay close.
Weight's gotta go.
Great
bit.
line
Go
here.
then.
Yes,
Mike,
gotta
go
go line,
hard.
Skip Stones.
Hard, like hard.
Epping's first. Marks.
Yeah,
Jets.
move it then. Move it.
And down to it. Lovely.
Oh, nice throw, man. Curls a fraction more.
Well, it just freezes it instead of bumping it, or we bumping it
Yes.
harder, right?
Yeah.
Now they're wishing those back rocks were gone, sure.
Yeah. They're not helping them.
Yeah, that way.
That's the way I like to play. Yeah.
Make it go.
Yeah, it's whatever you see. Like
It should
to
go,
make it
Haji,
either
because
way.
it's springing that way.
Play in turn and cross it a touch.
Like, are you talking nose cross it or really cross it?
Real cross.
Because it's 2/3 to make this.
Yeah. Play the out then. Out's probably easier to call.
I think if you're crossing it, you throw the out. If you're nosing, you throw the in.
This obviously
That's what it looks like
jams,
to
but
me,
if you
but-
hit it on the right-hand side,
I played
that
this in
yellow
earlier.
one,
You
when
went
it
in
makes
the middle
contact
rock.
here,
It's
will
gonna
be
make it.
spinning. It'll have that in-turn spin, and it'll make it, that gear effect will allow it to actually kind of curl out this way a little bit more and might get a little more mileage out of it. So just hit it a shade on the high side of that rock on the button. I think you can get them all. And maybe more importantly, kill those back ones, or at least one of
If I'm
them.
not on the nose, you're rolling this red no matter what.
Okay. Work hard out there and
Yep. Oh.
Great
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Reid Carruthers.
Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He stuffed
Hard,
it.
hard, hard, hard.
Spilled one though. It's open though. Shot rock.
Shot, Reid.
Real good.
And he gets rid of some of the backing.
Yeah, that helps a
Nice
lot,
shot, Reid.
Vic.
Pretty good.
Actually,
Right on there. Can I get second though? What am I going to be?
No, you can get second for sure. Yeah, this one's almost half out, John.
So you think I'll be in there for enough?
Yep.
Jeez.
That's the perfect shot.
Yeah. Or a millimeter high.
And tap it to here.
That's what I was going to mention.
But that's not the
He
steal
doesn't
though,
have
right?
the,
Like
doesn't have this.
the steal is this.
Is
If we're
this.
going to steal, it's right here.
We have to.
Because you
steal.
can't hammer that because that goes into there and that'll pit, right? So if we're going to steal one, we got to freeze it right perfectly there.
I like that.
Yeah, because if he hammers it, we're still going to stay shot, right?
Exactly.
I think we got to go
That's
for the
our
steal.
that's our
we gotta
best.
go for
I mean, to tap that there, you're going to roll here. He's going to have it. So we got to steal. So
Okay.
I think we got to make it right there.
You could try to
Probably
tap
gonna
it
be a lot
back
of
into
cheers,
there, but
one
it's
on
got to
the
be absolutely perfect because Reid's got a couple ways to get in there and jam that out of there. So he's going to try to go for the gusto here and get it right on top. You cannot move that shot rock.
You tapped it.
No, you lose your pocket, then
Yeah.
you just got to
Go for the
freeze
same
cross
and then-
face center side a little bit.
Even if you're like right here.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
Right here, John?
Yeah.
Even short, Cheryl, you come up short top 8-ish. Reid can only see
Little
part
more.
of it, might bang it onto that back one.
So I got to lay this down a little bit.
He'd have the angle raised, which is a pretty acute angle.
If you guys wanted to go on that last one, right?
Yeah.
Short's better than long here for sure.
So you're probably 10 feet here?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he sits on half of his
John Epping. Knows what he has to do.
Got top 12 right now.
Possibly
Go.
get a steal here, down by 2 as we play at 8.
Gotta move.
Whoa, I just can't bounce
Let
this
him
thing,
move.
guys. You can't
Line's
bounce.
gonna
March.
be close.
Jansen.
Wait's good.
Line's good.
Wait's good.
Hard!
Go.
Wait's good. Wait's good.
Whoa, can't bounce it.
No bounce.
Whoa.
No bounce on this
Whoa.
line.
Just has
Whoa.
to be
Whoa.
so soft. So soft. In
shot, John.
there.
That's just perfect.
And they are sitting 1-2.
Knows that and give him one.
Boy.
Wait's good.
Hard!
Go.
Wait's good. Wait's good.
Whoa, can't bounce it.
No bounce.
Whoa.
No bounce on this
Whoa.
line.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa. Nice shot, John.
You move that any further, and
Yeah,
they both go.
It's a gimme.
You convinced? I'm not convinced. Really? Well, if you're trying to make that go, you got to hit a corner.
Yep.
So that's.
Still might go.
Yeah, does it go with big weight through there?
Maybe get it thin enough.
Pretty big weight.
It's got to stick full 8. This will be here.
Does it? So if I hit a quarter of this, is there any chance it goes? And what I'm worried about is 2 staying.
Oh, never.
No.
This? If you hit a quarter?
I don't think there's a chance it ever does.
I don't think
If
so
you're,
ever.
you're
It's
talking about
always
hitting
one
this
out
one
of
first?
Yeah.
Oh, this is never.
Quarter
yeah,
with a bomb.
Yeah.
I can't see it going through.
No, I think it's one
not
for
going
them.
through the
No.
wall. It's not killing any time.
Trying to hit
here.
it.
Well, if it's one for them, then I'm hitting the nose.
Well,
I'll
that's what I
just
mean.
give them one.
That's what I'm saying. Is it worth just trying to throw a bomb?
Can the 3 go?
If the 2 doesn't jam, you might as well try it.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, if it's not, just throw it hard. Then if it's a
All right, if you guys are convinced it doesn't.
it's never jam. It's never
right there,
jam.
then.
Throw it
Okay.
hard.
No, not even
Okay.
close.
That was a
Throw it
great
hard.
freeze John made.
I think it might be one. That's okay.
Shot, Johnny.
Well, even Reid Muscowie appreciates that shot, saying, "Great shot, John."
What Reid's worried about here is by hitting it on this side is he definitely will drag this one, but it'll drag it into maybe that area. It's still going to go. So can he throw it hard enough? Can he hit it thin enough? The back one's gone. Will that wiggle through?
Well, as you said too, if I'm going to give him one, why don't I just concede it right now. Just bang it, get rid of one and give him. And we'll move on.
It might go.
Final stone. Epping is sitting 2. And roll it and spin off.
Good try.
And just not quite enough. Nearly. John Epping steals one. It's a 1-point game. Just didn't gear off it. Sunday Night Football continues tomorrow. It's the Panthers Seahawks, and it all gets underway at 8:15 Eastern Time, right across the TSN network. I just said to Cheryl and Russ, I didn't think we'd be here, actually. Thought that Carruthers had set himself up pretty well to pick up a couple or more. But a great last draw by John Epping gives him another chance, a little more hope. One of these two teams will move on and play Team Guju and Mark Nichols tomorrow night for the spot in Ottawa. Become the second team to claim a
Looks like you gotta go.
berth in the curling trials a year from now out in Canada.
Hard, you gotta go on. Get it over. Come on. Big Matty, go, 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 go. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, 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 hard. Hard, come on, go, go.
Might be the hardest shot in curling because he wants to throw it long. You don't want to make it a 2.
Yeah, I think it'll be.
He starts to fudge down just a hair. No, that's a shame. They're right back in the game. That's a big one.
Is this good rock?
Yeah.
Good rock, Kate. Not bad though, B.
Going backwards still.
To be right to the tee. Okay.
Hasn't moved yet. Hasn't moved.
Running really straight.
Weight's good.
All yours, buddy.
Go ahead, Derek.
Weight's
Where
good.
do you want to read?
T-line.
Okay.
We should be there.
Really got
just
Go ahead, Derek.
Go, even if
Go
it's
ahead,
deep.
Derek.
Go.
Go,
Back
go,
control the
go.
better.
You gotta go.
Back
Gotta go. Gotta go. Right up. Right up. Right up. Good.
Spot, Hodge.
The trick for Epping will be figure out some way to force him without giving up a big end. Because you're going to have to leave some rocks around in order to do that, and now you don't have a center guard on your first.
You don't have much of a cushion down the middle to hide later if you get into trouble.
Weight looks okay.
Brilliant steal from John Epping last time, though. That was pretty impressive.
Do you think, as they Carruthers' team thought, if he hit it harder,
that's like the second slowest shot
he gets them both?
Yes. Yeah, you would have. He actually would have.
Like
A lot harder. Kevin Cooey harder. But yeah, it just about. And I think he ticked a bit more of his own first, and maybe a hair thicker.
Looks like top 8.
Line's good.
Might be a little heavy right now.
I think it might have been there, but it wasn't easy, obviously. What a brilliant shot by John.
Yep, gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go, boys. Gotta go.
Get in there.
Gotta go, boys.
Get there
The
hard.
Carruthers team, they may have looked back. They may look back on that end and do it a little differently and get rid of some of that backing.
Absolutely.
Well, they don't travel the same when you don't add, right?
Yeah. So you didn't add as much in that one?
It's just a hard slide.
Play the end.
Pretty close to half.
All right, let's.
Boy,
If you like this, I'm fine with it, Johnny.
not what Colin wanted that one.
How does this run? Does this curl more? What are you thinking for?
I think maybe 2 feet better than draw to the button all week, sort of thing. What do you think, Pat?
Okay.
Is that what you're with?
Yeah.
But that sounds a little fast.
I don't think it's
Okay,
that
I
fast.
think you can go draw to the button then.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant that sounded a little like too much. Like I thought maybe I got to throw a little slower than that.
Well, what'd you get in mind here where I played the freezes? What'd you thought of those?
Forward.
Yeah. So we're running
You
real
want to
close.
play this because he just saw it?
No, this is fine, Johnny.
I
Okay.
think we have a good handle.
Just trying to get a good.
Well, that's what I mean. These both came down big time.
We know it is. Yeah.
Do you know this one?
I think we know
I like this.
Okay.
So I think we're 2 feet slower than what we than mine there.
At least 3 feet.
When the ice sits for a little while, it'll tighten up, and if they brush 3 or 4 aggressively down the same spot, it'll keen up. And you have to be this precise. You've really got to have that figured out.
Nice, good.
Pat Jansen.
Back four. Looks heavy.
You're okay.
Looks like a rocket.
It's coming down.
No, no.
Back four.
No.
Gonna have to go.
It's going to be Tim. It's Tim's
Oh,
rock.
okay.
Hard, Tim.
We're back.
Hard, Tim.
Back eight.
Whoa.
Back, almost back 12.
Whoa, then.
No,
Hard,
no.
Tim. Hard, Tim.
Go,
Go.
go, go.
Go, go, go. Yep, yep, yep.
And to the back edge of the 4.
Pat.
Yeah, you know, you hear it just in the calls from the brushers, who are usually very precise.
Firm.
They're not quite sure.
Yeah.
He wanted, obviously, the indication was top 4, but you heard him say, this is back 12. Look where it stopped.
Yeah, right, it slowed right down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Didn't end up at the back 12, and they usually know right out of the hand.
That side's sat for a little while. It's a little stale.
Yeah, that was 13 and a half. So that's
Really?
yeah, and they did out of his hand say it was pretty firm. So just
A little higher than
you're
half.
right, Russ. It's just sad, and then it's a guess for everybody.
So they rip off the guard. Now a chance to go in again.
Line's
He's
tight.
throwing another guard, is he not?
We can go. It's just over. Halfway, halfway. Weight's
Whoa,
good.
whoa.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Okay.
Weight's good.
Gonna.
Half.
Whoa,
Half.
Halfway high,
Well.
John.
whoa. Whoa.
Good, Pat.
Okay, bud.
Nice weight, that boy.
Is that side better?
See, this is, and I know you can't compare, but this is just so different, Cheryl, to what any club curler looks at. Because immediately what we're doing is we're going after shot stone.
Right, right. No, exactly, and they know they just got to keep throwing. You're trying to waste some stones on the Carruthers team, so you keep throwing these center guards up, and then you go late, and then they don't have as many chances to get out of the end, and you might get away with a steal or a force.
And at the elite level, of course, you know that, I mean, Carruthers is always going to give himself a chance to get to shot rock.
That's his whole goal here.
It's wide. Wide
Little
now.
past halfway.
Yeah, looks heavy.
Tight.
Tight.
Pop that a little out.
Matt Cam.
Where?
A little past
Trying.
half. Little
No,
past
no,
half.
no, 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 no,
No,
no,
no.
no, no.
It's tight. It's
No.
half.
Yep.
Go, Tim.
Yep.
Hard, Tim.
Hard.
Keep going.
Okay,
Keep
whoa,
going.
whoa,
Whoa.
whoa, whoa. That's good.
Nice spot.
Covers shot rock a little bit more than going to the center line.
Pretty big.
Braden Moskowy.
Yep. Yep. Good.
Just gotta keep healing or no?
Yeah, just almost in the
Sammy.
same spot.
Right now, if this was the last shot for Carruthers, which it obviously isn't, there's an in-off. Even if it's guarded, there's an in-off his own for a possible 2.
Yeah, second shot is just
Little less
sitting
than half.
T-line, 8 foot.
Little less than half.
Okay.
Half. Half.
Sliding nice.
Oh. Half.
Half.
Whoa.
Just past half.
Whoa then. No.
Half.
Whoa. Yep.
Yep, Tim, go.
Hard, Timmy. Hard.
Hard, Tim.
Whoa.
There it is. You
Whoa.
see that red stone
That's
on
fine. It's good.
the left-hand
Really good,
side.
Matt.
Gross.
Here, high. You want the in?
Intern firm.
Okay.
Toss her, bud.
Guard didn't curl enough.
No.
So they're going to try to run this back. Braden makes this. It could be a long end for John. So that guard is now so far over.
Yep,
Reid's not worried about it.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Ah, bit.
Whoa.
Got it.
Shot, B.
Okay.
That's huge.
Good throw, man.
Good. That in?
Yep.
Pretty clean.
Attaboy.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad throw.
Okay. Good shot, man.
Slid up
Shot,
the
man.
center
Huge
and
to get
just
rid of that.
let
Good shot, man.
Thanks.
Good shot.
Not great. You should do that.
Which is, yeah.
Needs to be out of the
Just
house.
gotta stick it.
Yeah. We threw that guard there. The only thing is, he's probably going to be able to get it to it this way.
I know, that's what I'm worried about.
He's going to be able to chase it.
That was my first thought.
What's that?
That might be the shot.
Even if we force here, John.
That's what I know. No,
Yeah.
well, blank is fine.
Yeah, blank's fine.
Blank's fine.
I think this
for
is
what
the
we've
shot.
got, I think
Let's
that
make
is the
this.
shot. Okay,
I think he's
normal?
going to make it perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the setup is good enough to gamble for a steal, and you ignore these
Might
two
be a tad
stones, and
fresh here, eh?
Tad fresh, okay.
you can't give up a big multiple end.
He hit and roll buried. Reid runs it back. He might not be in the rings.
Little more. Let's go board.
Okay.
You think we've lost a couple feet?
Yeah, 4 to 5.
Okay.
Okay, Eugene. Have this, buddy.
Control.
Weight's close. Little up.
A lot of weight.
Whoa.
Pat.
Oh, hard Pat.
Gotta go, Patty. Ooh, okay.
Good call. Good call.
Did well to hold it.
Not far off.
Isn't there a decision here, Russ, that
Sorry,
Epping
buddy.
has to make? And he's down to try and force the blank and try to steal
Edge on edge. Not a lot there.
intent.
Right
Yeah.
there. Trust it.
This
Yeah,
is the
and
same
it-
as before,
and
earlier in the game.
Absolutely.
That's why he tried to roll buried there. Now that
Edge
he
on
isn't,
edge I'm playing
Yeah.
for. Not getting cute with it.
he's got to make a big decision because Reid's looking at a two-ender here. So do you play the double after this one stops, or do you draw around that center guard, which isn't really a center guard, and try to put all your eggs in one basket?
Toss your grab. Just easy hodge.
Trying to roll underneath, I think, Cheryl.
Yep, that was the call.
Easy. Just clean. Just clean. Easy, Derek. Easy.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Close.
Whoa. Curl. Curl. He ain't calling anything. Go.
A little bit.
Hard. Hard.
And he'll roll it towards
Shot,
that
Reid.
stone.
Came up like right at the top of the house a lot. Yeah.
All right.
Good sweep hodge.
I
Nice
didn't really
story. Oh, never close.
Wasn't sure if I wanted just to cut in there.
Run
Could
the
you
double,
play
you
the
want to try the
double
roll?
and roll on?
Yeah, you
Okay.
could.
Forward. Little less.
So he rolls under. He knows that the next shot from Carruthers cannot be in the rings. Is that right?
Well, if John's perfect, like he's absolutely perfect,
Yeah,
then
time out,
Reid,
time out. Time out.
for Reid to make it, he goes like that, and his shooter won't be in the rings.
Okay.
If I make the double, I might roll under the corner.
There you go. That's what you
That
were
was your call,
suggesting.
Cheryl.
Guard.
It's all or nothing. Obviously, if
Right.
you miss it, you give up 2. 3 down coming home.
Looks like we're rolling the center line to me.
I probably do.
3/4 you got to
Is this the easier shot though if our goal is force? Because we
Well,
get
if I
right
make the
behind.
double, I make. Well, I.
It's either whatever one you
Yeah.
think, John. Like this one, it's probably pretty hard to call. What do you think?
Yeah.
Just get us for board. Might run.
This one's
straight,
just
might
anything
snap.
low, like just anything a
This
hair
one-
low.
this one,
and
yeah.
it rolls in.
Coach Jim Wilson.
Kind of risky, but we
What do you
could-
think?
Well, how do you get with your draw?
What do you mean it's risky? Well, even if I just.
No, sorry. I was saying it was kind of risky. So
Oh,
we
no,
could draw here, but
No,
yeah.
no.
Draws.
We can't draw anywhere.
No.
We have nowhere to draw.
Only place
The only,
draws,
the only place I yeah, well, yeah, it's not good. I have to be back here to be
You
honest.
know that. You just throw it.
So we either play the double,
or you play your
try a
board
roll
weight.
on, or we play the board waiter here.
What's your gut say?
We're-
What looks better from down there? This is a little.
Well, that looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to make. Do we just take our chances of going steal, or do we try and make it perfect now and hope that he doesn't blank and we got to still go?
Yeah.
He's going to run that blank, right?
Yeah.
So is this my better chance to force him if to make this and go under? You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
probably our best chance at the force.
That's probably the best chance
Yeah.
of the force.
As
You
long
agree
as
with that?
it's-
I think
as
it's.
long as
I think
there.
you can go a little. I think you can go a little
afford a
thinner
little.
than. I think you go a little thicker than 3/4.
A little thinner, you mean? Yeah.
I like
No,
that.
thicker.
Thicker?
Yeah, you can go thicker than
Sounds
3/4.
like you want it.
Yeah, it's about.
It's just a hair low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it, Johnny.
I like
you,
it.
you okay with this?
Yep.
I like it. Bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you aiming for, John? Your head. You want to? I think 3/4 is perfect. No, you got to roll.
Like Yeah, so a little thicker than 3/4, like millimeter.
Yeah.
Not
I like
even,
that
it
with
has to be a
John. He
little
just
thin.
wants everybody to buy in too, as long as you're on the same page.
Because if you miss this, you can't be you know,
pointing
talking
fingers.
about it on the way home.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm making this stuff.
Just call for the roll.
Well, the other thing too is, I mean, you have to buy into something that may ultimately take you out of this event.
Right.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
just
good
it.
point.
You got here as a team. You move on or go out as a team.
Hard! Whoa! Whoa!
Final stone, John Epping. 3/4, and now roll it underneath. How good is this?
Damn.
How good is this? And it just popped out the other side.
They brushed it on contact after it rolled. It might have been a hair better, but still brilliant.
What a shot.
Gee.
98
Whoa.
But now think about
Throw bud.
Just don't touch it. It might.
You just see enough of it, though, Vic.
I know, but
What's that?
Nice solid normal.
if you're Carruthers,
Cross your brow.
is he going to take here, or is he going to go up by 2 without, or is he going to blank?
Blank.
All
He's
right,
gonna
but
blank.
if you're Epping, considering the way you started with a hog stone, aren't you happy with this?
Real happy.
Wayne, yep. Whoa. Yep.
Whoa!
Yes. Yep. Yes.
Tomagalski, Hodgson,
Attaboy.
and attaboy, he got it. So, blank. Carruthers holds the hammer
Double centers again.
and the lead on John Epping.
The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. The 2016 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for 22 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Sponge Towels Paper Towels, nothing absorbs like it.
So here we go. It's the 10th, 5-4. Carruthers leading. And that tick attempt didn't work. Colin Hodgson pushed it into the bumper. Reid Carruthers will have the last rock playing the Red Stones. The winner will go on to the winner will go on to tomorrow night's final against Team Guju for the spot in the trials. And now they're trying to just see where this was, and we're going to help them out here.
That's a nice third. It was splitting the center.
Cheat to win
It
it.
was perfect.
Wow. I must have blocked that move. Oh, that was all for sure. Half of it.
Cheat to
You ain't
win.
cheating, you ain't trying to guess.
All right, Timmy, take guard.
Throw, Colin.
So I think we got to draw now, though, right?
Oh, low line.
We can wait for weight.
We gotta wait for weight. How's your line,
Getting
John?
better, man.
Well, I don't care about line. I just want the short.
It's getting better.
I think we're still there.
Pat, if anything.
Like a tight 3.
Pat, when you can.
Almost.
Yeah. Well,
As tight as you can get to the rings and then in line with that long guard.
No, not a boy, Tim. Very good.
Tight enough.
That's perfect.
Pretty good if you make it. Pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Throw it the same.
Exact same throw. Perfect weight.
Little less.
About
the same. Little less. Touch
Whoa,
less.
close.
Little less.
Whoa.
Whoa. Definitely a little less.
Whoa.
Close. Braden.
Braden, yep. Yeah, line. Yeah,
Go.
line. Yeah, line.
Hard.
Roll it. Go.
Attaboy.
Nicely done.
Very nice, Todd.
Attaboy. Good throw, man.
Everything's amped up just a little bit here. Both these teams realizing that their effort.
Yeah, bud.
Now still have other opportunities, but that direct ticket in is on the line here. Talked about earlier, this is where Coach Dan Carey of Team Carruthers has said that they really improved. That when
we're over,
go, yeah,
it
you
gets
gotta
a
go,
little
Matt.
bit more intense.
You gotta get me some angle. Go over.
And the pressure builds.
Attaboy. Very
They've
good.
been able to maintain their focus.
Okay, just firm.
We haven't seen anything break down with them at all in their deliveries, and this has been a tight, pressure-filled game. I mean, they had a little breathing room for a while, but you can never let up.
Clean.
At this point in time, the pressure ends up being on the Carruthers team, doesn't it? Because they kind of thought they had it. Not that. I don't mean that they were cocky about it or confident about it, but it's and it's not that it's slipping away either, but it's getting that close, and whereas Epping's been behind the wall all the way along. Like he's been under that pressure, so it's an interesting finish here.
Well, remember what we heard Reid say. In 6, we waste a couple of ends.
Yes,
we got the game.
Yeah.
But he gave up this 2 and 7, steal of 1 and 8.
Wait's good.
Stove.
Wait's good. Wait's
We're good.
Should slide a little better. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, and the thing that gets a little scary when Reid's been up is they've been throwing a lot of hits and everything. And as the game gets a little tighter, Epping's been throwing a lot of draws. Their team has. Carruthers has been hitting a lot and could come down to a draw.
Reid's been hitting a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yep.
No, you're not getting the yellow. Okay. Kick it into the forefoot. Yeah.
It's really been a well-curled game. A couple of things stand out. Certainly that Epping miss, that draw that led to a steal of 2, and then Epping just failing to get himself out of trouble led to Carruthers 2. But he rebounded nicely then with a wonderful last rock draw to end up stealing 1. So that's how we sit 5-4, and the 2 skips are playing wonderfully. 89 for Carruthers, 90% for Epping. The game story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Wait's good. We're over.
Okay,
We're
whoa,
over.
can't be too deep though.
Line's gonna be okay.
Okay, now line's good. Line's good now, guys. Line's good now. Line's good. Line's good. Okay. Boy, Matt. Very nice.
Thanks, Matt. You had a boy.
Bud.
No.
Double?
I don't want to take the side. Yep.
1, 2. Oh, and he's going to leave it there.
Curl.
I'm going to let it curl.
Same sort of weight, guys.
Such a perfect guard that they keep guarding here. That's if this comes down to John's last one, goes loops around that one in a good spot. Reid will have a toughie.
Okay, little wider.
Almost halfway.
Hair more.
Okay, well then.
Let's try.
Okay.
You got this shot figured out pretty good.
Okay. Still should get to the center.
Pass really well.
No,
Okay.
let it stop. Let it
Whoa,
stop.
Whoa, we're gonna overcurl
Let it
now.
stop.
That's perfect. Good shot, bud. Good boy.
Give you guys a break.
Yeah. Nice and smooth, B.
Yep. Clean. Yep.
Okay.
Good.
Good, Hodge. Good sweep, bud. Good shot, B.
I think they're
Here?
in the 6th end.
Well, then I guard, but yeah, it's up to you. It just depends if you want to tease him into the draw. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think. Yeah. No, you're right.
Right, like if you're here, he rips, and then you throw here, you tease him into a bit of the draw.
Do you think he's even going to throw the draw?
Well, then if he's going to run it back, do we want, might as well have more space, right?
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
So it's up to you.
Yeah.
I'm good either way, but it's a, or, I don't know. You want to go back button or back 4?
Yeah.
Or you want to go right here? Yeah, I get, like the thing is if we go here, if we go here, he rips.
He's playing the runner.
We're leaving him nothing but the run.
Yeah,
where
but
I
the
guess
run.
I guess if we're back 4, we're top
Think you trick
12.
him into it?
I don't know
I
if he'll
think
play
we put it in a
back
place
to
where we can guard it on the next one.
I know.
Back to you might draw.
Okay, well then let's go here then. I just want to put as much space between us.
Interesting. John was talking
That's
about
my
going
reason.
back ring, and that's kind of counterproductive what you normally would do. But by going here, it's pretty short run. If Reid makes it, it's pretty well game over. So what the theory is with John, I really like it. He's going back here. He might
I think he's playing
have
double
Reid
on
come down and play a drop. If Reid misses it, and then you get to put a second one in here, you're pretty good. If Reid just peels the guard, you also do that. And then Reid's got a decision to make. Does he make a double to win the game, or does he draw against 2, which could cost him the game?
Yeah.
We just won't miss it.
90% of the teams, I think, would draw in front of the tee line.
Yeah.
It's a short run for a talented player. It's interesting.
It is back to that 6 feet.
Yeah, 5-6.
Okay.
I think if you go too deep, like back 4-ish, Reid's just ripping the guard. John doesn't.
Line's
He's
real
not
good,
too
guys.
worried about that. That's
Wait's
part of his
pretty
plan.
close.
Back 4.
Line's good. Back 4. Super
back 4. Yeah,
Yep,
go.
gotta go line.
Yep, go line.
Skip stone.
Hard line.
John
Hard line.
Epping.
Hard line.
Got a good one. Go.
Come on.
Got a good one,
boys,
fellas.
go.
You got a good
Got a
one.
really good one here, guys.
March, Jensen.
Come on. Back 4.
You got a good one,
Whoa,
fellas.
whoa. Yep.
Back 4.
This might stop a bit, Tim.
Yep.
Yep. Tip.
Yep.
Go.
Boy, he's made some wonderful shots. Come on.
Go, skipper.
Again, perfect.
All right, boys, go.
You got a really good one here, guys. Come on. Back 4.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa. Yep.
Back 4.
This might stop a bit, Tim.
Yep.
Yep. Tip.
Yep.
Go. Hard.
It didn't keep going in, like, cause it looked like it curled early, and it kind of, it didn't.
I was with you.
I thought it was
I
going to
thought we
go a
lost
little
it.
too much.
Probably
even
curls
7/8.
up. Yeah,
7/8.
if it curls up to 7/8, perfect. Let's try and hit 3/4 and let it come up.
Yeah. Throw good, buddy.
This is one of those that you're playing the run back, but if you ever stick it buried, John loops around again.
This will be all about calling it safe.
See what happens.
Just out turn high side,
Get
I
that,
think.
guys.
Just.
Corner, and then you draw, but what can you do, right?
You're right.
Toss your breath.
It's a pretty straight spot. We had this one earlier. Grabs the line, will go, but out this wide, I think it'll run pretty straight.
Reid Carruthers, Canada Cup champion with Jeff Stout. He threw second stones in 2012, and he'll run it by.
Good shot. Good shot. Shot, Reid. Good throw, bud.
That's a way to miss
Next
that.
thing is we're going to have the exact same throw for the win, right?
I think that's too much.
That was, yeah, where you were.
think it
I think
was
that's
clean,
perfect.
eh?
I like that.
Could keep this a little higher, like just nibbling.
Full 12.
Yeah.
Get some separation. I don't think Reid's drawing, do you?
No.
Gets 2.
I think he's going to
No,
be
they're high,
leading.
how high this one is. I think he's going to hit. So just tickle the 12-foot.
Yep, Tim a bit. Tim,
Don't want to
So
right
wherever
now.
this is, you think that
Wait
he'll
close,
play
wait
the run back for the win?
I do. I don't think he's drawing against the loss. It's with 2 in there, it's pretty dangerous.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to go, Tim. Whoa. Whoa. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
Okay.
Good, John.
Good.
And they lost the line there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I think that's good.
That's perfect.
Well, they like it.
Thanks.
Epping and Matt Cam.
He smudged at the end a little bit with that extra foot of weight, but Reid hasn't thrown one in a long time. It's a hair slower now.
15-2?
15-2. Yeah.
Really?
Still up there.
Toss your breath. You got it, bud.
Yeah,
that's true.
Thought that slide path would have been coming down a little bit by now.
I think it is.
This will be only his third draw. Perfect on his 2.
It's not like it's heavy. Or fast. It's hard to overthrow it now.
Right now, it's Epping's sitting
the
the
line.
2.
It's pretty good.
Has the win.
It's good. It's here to me.
Carruthers.
It's here to me. Back 4. Don't then.
Final stone.
Whoa.
Nothing yet, Semigalski.
Back 4.
Nothing yet, Hodgson.
No backing on this line.
Gowie calling line. Coming down. Coming down. Coming down and rolling too far.
Yep.
Right, Reid. 14. Okay, Reid.
We talked about the pressure of the moment. Rachel Holman enter first. 1, 2, 3, touch them all, and she's on it going. Take it in, ladies, take it in, take it down for the win. And a first Canada Cup for Rachel Holman. Just touch it back, move it far enough, little more, and yes, enough. 2, Manitoba. A Scottish championship for Manitoba. And that is the women's final. Canadian champions both. Gold medal winner Jennifer Jones. Sunday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. TSN 1345. Of course, with those two teams having already claimed spots in next year's curling trials, the spot from this event will go to the leading points getter at the end of this season. Just the one sheet in the center of it all here at the Keystone Center. And we're going an extra. John Epping surviving a 10th. Reid Carruthers overthrowing his last one. Rubbed and rolled too far. So here we are. We're tied at 5. And once again, it'll be Carruthers that does have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Redstones.
How about Tim?
It's good.
Because you can hit it onto that one, and we got to get the shooter a little further.
The team, they talked to Reid about a 15-15-5 for that draw, and he threw a 14. So just a little bit tight, a little bit amped up, and you come out faster than you think. Thought it would curl enough just to at least get into the path, but
more weight for sure.
Yeah,
the weight.
Sorry, Cheryl, I think that was the most of it. He was just out in the good stuff a little too long.
Yeah, it just didn't finish.
Yep.
Good weight.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Hard. Hard.
Gonna hold it.
Get it in. Get it in.
Don't touch it.
Go in.
Gonna spill it in.
That's good, Tim.
Yeah,
Very nice touch.
maybe.
Made a move on you?
We'll put a stick to it. Looks like it's just nibbling.
Wider so I couldn't pop it this
Good
hard.
throw. Very nice throw, Hodge. Good job.
It's a big pocket right here, so when there's a hit and roll come in, it's hard to get it past that the goalpost there.
3, 4 feet.
Well, we've been seeing this way, right?
What are you thinking here, Johnny, for speed?
You want to go 3 feet slower than what we've seen?
That's what we're
Yeah,
thinking.
that's what we're thinking.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
Yep. All right, boys.
All right, bud.
They're going right around?
Yeah, they are.
Interesting.
Why? What's your thought?
Well, you'd normally keep throwing center guards now. Nobody
Okay,
seems to miss them
line's
anymore.
real
But
tight.
it's, where do you, if you have a long
We're
center
close, Sean.
guard,
You gotta
how
go
does
for line.
Carruthers
Go
get
for
rid of
line.
it?
Yeah, you got to go for
They
line.
could
Weight's good.
Weight's
bang
good.
in
You
on
gotta
some
go
of that
for
shrapnel,
line.
end up with a better guard.
Whoa.
But You would maybe do this a little
Right
later.
on the tee. Right on the tee. Right on the tee. Right on the tee. Hard, Tim. Hard, Timmy.
Tim Marsh,
Okay, well,
Matt
that's good.
Cam, and right on the tee. Listen, you got to give them credit. They had that ice figured out. They said 3 feet slower.
They did. They know the weight on that spot down there. Reid's happy to start peeling some of these corners because they're in his way for the draw, too.
Exactly.
Should be good.
It's good.
Just let it come up. Let it come up.
It's good.
Good.
Oh boy.
Shot, Derek.
I know.
Center, bud. Get it closer to the center.
If this stays the way it looks, Reid will be drawing against that rock to beat that rock. And I know he just missed, but he didn't miss by much, so he'll have a good feel what to do if he has to do it again.
Well, and that's what we talked about. He hadn't had, they've been up, so he hadn't been drawing.
Yep.
So advantage to have had one.
Halfway high. One less than half.
I think you can go for line a little bit.
How's line, John?
It's tight.
Okay, go. Real high here.
High's okay.
Just over.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Just clean. Okay. It's good.
Spot that.
I'll give Pat Jansen some credit. Boy, he's struggled a little bit tonight, but makes some shots now at 76%. The rest of his team are all in the
Ice is pretty
90s.
flat. It's getting harder to move.
Clean. Yep.
Clean.
Yep.
Clean.
Good.
What? Shot.
15, 20 is close enough.
Shot, Derek.
15.
You know your way. You've been throwing guards the last 3 inches. 3 feet slower than that.
In the lead.
This is usually the slowest spot this late in the game. Two 10-minute practices on the 11th end. Pebble's got to be getting a little smooth here.
Got to go to get it over.
We got it, Timmy.
He may have pulled
Look
the
over.
string a
Look
little bit here
over.
because they jumped all over it.
You look over.
Marsh and
Well,
Jansen.
well,
Whoa.
it's good.
It's just running that little
Good
bit
judgment.
faster
Very
now,
good.
Timmy.
Very much better than that. I got back here, Hunch.
Chicken.
Nice and smooth, B.
Yeah, you bet.
Easy. Easy.
Clean.
Oh. Clean.
No.
Good. Spot.
Well, we've seen some players over the years work up a sweat, particularly front end players.
Shot,
But
B. It's good throw. One of the ones.
gotta tell you, Pat Jansen is just a walking sprinkler. He is.
You're right.
I mean,
100
the ice maker is looking at him going, just keep pedaling. I won't even need to come out here anymore. Oh, he's worked hard.
both him and March have swept
Line's
post
tight.
to pillar.
All right, go, Timmy. Nice height. You can go.
Okay, you're okay.
Line's good.
Okay, you're okay.
Line's good.
Okay. Okay.
Hair higher.
Okay, that's okay.
Wait's
Just
good.
clean.
Line's good.
Just clean. Just clean.
Line's good.
Okay.
Avoid.
So.
Clean. Whoa, little thinner. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no. Whoa, whoa. Let it curl up.
Okay. Watch the stack. Touch it.
Good.
And across everything.
Shot. Shot, B.
I got it, John.
You know, you go back to your point,
Timeout.
Russ, and they're calling timeout, so that'll bring
Timeout,
Coach
please.
Wilson to the ice. Because they've gone to the corner,
Well, the only thing is, so, like, we can throw one center and see if we get lucky in there. The only thing is, I'm thinking if we just put the guard back
Where we had it?
halfway. Yeah. If he peels, then we draw center
here
line.
somewhere.
We draw center line just 3 inches off the 4 foot.
That's what I was thinking.
What are you thinking?
And we'd be able to throw this out turn here. And then you'd force him.
Throw
He'd
the
have to.
well,
He'd have to go
yeah,
wider.
whatever. He's got to make something. Yeah, he's got to make something good.
Because this is in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. So.
Do you like that guy?
So we're thinking we throw the guard. We hope he peels, and then thinking. So just thinking, if we throw the guard, he peels, and then we throw one top 8 center line, 4 inches off the 4 foot, or we throw it center line guard now, and we hope that we get lucky when he peels it into one of these. That's our only chance. The only thing we risk though is if we put it where he runs it, then we fool ourselves. Yeah. So I think right now if we can get, if he doesn't, I don't know if he'll follow us in to get speed, but. What do you do, right? Yeah. So I think we throw that guard. I think we throw the guard back to where they are. Okay.
I like that.
Cool. Let's do that then.
Great conversation.
Your speed's good here now.
Yeah,
go
it looks
in between
like
the two.
Sliding nice.
Yep, just halfway.
Yep, same saw it's been.
You don't want to leave him too much of an angle on that.
No.
Okay.
So where do you want it? Where's the perfect spot?
I think right here.
Where do you want it?
Same spot.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Earlier, I liked the center guard, Cheryl, because they could jam it into that yellow one, maybe kicks into the top of the rings, or you jam it into the red ones. And but John's point's a good one here. It's if we throw it and they ever make that slash, we have to go around the red one, which is a little farther away from where it is now.
Do you think that Reid Carruthers would ever ignore this guard and go around first?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's been done, but I don't think he would.
Okay.
Reid's preparing himself to draw the 4 foot, and John's going to take it away with his last one by trying to go top 8 foot there, like we illustrated.
Should be half.
Halfway.
Half tight.
A little past half. Just a little past half.
Line's good. Line's great. Right here, wherever my broom is.
No, it's gonna get there.
Line's good. Line's good.
Wait's there.
Okay.
No.
Whoa, then no, it's over curling now. Whoa.
It's good.
Good, John.
Timeout being called by the Carruthers team.
Call the timeout.
Okay.
Peeling, so. Sure, bud.
Thanks.
I'll talk to Dan. Just
And Carey doesn't come out and
draw
unless he's asked to join them. And we have yet to see him this week.
He's got a point because
come out.
If you make the freeze braid, like even if right now,
even if I go here and he goes on, like somehow gets on top, I still got 4 foot.
I'm just thinking if you peel,
like
you go here, he's gonna have to have
two cracks. I already know what the draw is. I think you throw 2 in a row, we get a good guess on it.
Give me a second crack.
I like the draw because I think by you peeling this, he's like.
Okay, so come take a look here, though, guys.
My thing with peeling is like, what's the best spot he can go? Fighting 4 foot, we have the third rock double.
Well, if we go here, like say we over curl it and go here,
doesn't change anything.
We still have a draw to the 4 foot for the win.
Well,
not if
he makes it tougher.
Here, like,
makes it tougher. I got a
then
tougher.
we have the same double then, right?
Tougher.
No, because we're on top now. We can't hit it anywhere.
Then we come off our. Then we come with the intern braid.
Either are good.
Right?
I don't know. I'm with you. I don't mind it.
Freeze there, Reid shot rock.
Okay with that?
If you
Best John
could
do is what I illustrated, and then Reid draws the 4 foot. So it's kind of nice to be
you
shot
just make
rock
straight,
in this
make the
situation.
face.
You have what they call a saver, but
Because he's tapping back, so
You know what I mean?
should make the
Okay.
face.
Stay with. Stay
I
with.
feel
me.
like Reid wants to have a chance at a draw.
yeah.
Well,
'cause
he
he's-
wants to learn from it, right?
He does.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
I think he.
Thought he had a bit too much.
You
I
think
think
he may have just scared himself with
50,
that
bud.
draw in the last one?
Good point.
A
Good
little
point.
bit. And John Epping wondered if Reid would draw. He said if he does, well, that's the way it goes.
Right. Yeah, nothing you can do about it.
No.
They call him 15?
yeah, it's supposed to be more. Let's go 14-7, 14-8.
This hasn't been made either. What if it's back,
last one was a
back,
14,
behind the
so-
T line, or what if it's a little short and it gives him a little better guard to get around?
Toss your wrap. T-line hunch.
Really like the line. T-line.
Reid Carruthers.
How's the line? We're pretty close.
Little
And
tight.
his
Got 8 right now.
first
Clean. Looks like more than that.
Whoa.
No?
9.
had a 5-1 lead
It's pretty good.
Whoa.
Eight.
Back
Heavy.
4. Clean.
after
Back
6.
4.
And here we are in an extra, all even.
Back 4.
Whoa, off now, off.
Wait.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
going
good.
to
Reid
tap
shot.
it back.
start.
His shot stone.
There we go.
Nice throw, man.
2 cracks that now. Now we know what speed to throw.
That one?
Pretty nice.
Oh, yeah. John's got to really work to get to the nose here.
You can see about a third of it, and the guard is long.
Has to hit it all, though, doesn't he?
Got to get right to nose.
You just love coming to a
Really good down there.
city like Brandon where they
more.
appreciate the game and what they've seen tonight.
The other thing you could do, Cheryl, is just bump that an inch, stay on the high side. Bump it into the yellow and even stay a little on the high side, as long as you have a piece of yours buried. It's got to get pretty tight to that guard here.
Final stone needs to be the shot rock.
Just through.
Just through.
John Epping.
Little heavy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yeah.
March.
Whoa. Whoa. It's really good.
Cam calling them off.
Pat. Pat, go.
Ooh, we're going to flirt with it.
Hard tip. Hard.
Get to the nose. Tap it back. And they'll push it through. And sitting two.
Very, very nice.
Right to the nose, and I think that might have been a touch more weight than they were even expecting.
Yeah, I think so.
Whoa. Whoa.
If anything, he made it too good. They could have got on this and rolled a little towards the center line, but very, very good stone. But like you pointed out, it's Reid's got a practice shot now.
Now he's out a little farther, right? I mean, the line isn't quite the same.
Should be a shade quicker, I would think.
I would agree, because you're throwing right down the slide path on his first one.
We're on the tee drop. Gosh, bud.
That last draw certainly brought his numbers down. Bite the red. Piece of the 4 foot. For the win. This is what you've worked for. To put it on the 4 foot for a chance to play for a spot at the trials as the crowd urges him on here. Semigalski and Hodgson. They're with him to the 4. To the 4 for the win. To the 4 for the win. For the win. Now it's on to the final against Team Gushu. Make the final. Carruthers wins it 6-5.
We made it interesting, didn't we?
And so it will be Team Gushu. Mark Nichols skipping against Reid Carruthers. Sunday night, 7:30 Eastern Time. But before that, we'll have the women's final for you. Jennifer Jones against Rachel Holman Sunday afternoon at 2:30 Eastern Time. John Epping now will turn his attention to the points battle and hoping to find a place into the trials. What a day it's been. Till we talk with you again tomorrow, thank you for joining us. The Home Hardware Canada Cup is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.